Hello?
Okay.
Every time! Are you doing this on purpose? No!
I was about to say we almost had like an actual vaguely
almost had it
professional
all.
opening.
Yeah, but you had to go okay and point at me. Like,
Just go.
whatever. Anyway, hi, welcome to the Blackheart King. I guess this is happening every episode now.
It's us now. We're the boys. We're back.
I'm Paul. I'm your DM. Well, their DM, but you get to listen.
Hi, I'm Ray. I was signaled to speak by Paul's eyes at
My
me.
steely gaze.
His steely brown eyes, which aren't very steely, but you know.
I'm Gus.
Hi, Gus.
Moving on!
I'm Chuck.
Okay.
The good-looking one.
Which you can't tell. You're gonna have to.
He doesn't have very good eyesight.
You're gonna have to take his word for it because it's an auditory
Looks
podcast.
good to me. All right.
So,
There were zero visuals.
Ray plays Simon.
I do that.
Gus plays Rurik,
Fireforge.
who is a dwarf. And
I am
Chuck.
Amadonus, the cleric.
Human
The
cleric.
human cleric.
If you'd like to have an image reference for Amadonus, just Google Chuck Palmer.
And
I'm gonna do that right
by
now.
the time you're listening to this, there will probably... Don't do that. There will probably be pictures of us on the podcast website.
I'm the biggest one. Anyway,
You're
so...
the biggest one? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he is.
I'm the oldest one.
I'm the coolest looking.
I already described myself, Gus.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? All right.
Shaggy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Palmer.
While
Google
Ray
images.
Googles my father, I'm going to describe what happened last time.
Hey, there's Chuck Palmer.
See what you
So, you guys
Bam.
were in the Citadel on the mountaintop, Dwelvish City, which was built by dwarves and elves. That's why I say Dwelvish. And you solved a murder, sort of. Kind of bumbled your way into it.
Simon did.
Simon
Simon
Okay.
solved the murder.
Simon solved a murder.
I used my charming dwarvish charms to let us into the murder scene.
Actually, that we got the help of like some weird bard dude.
No, I walked in. I'm like, hey, wink. Want to let us to the murder scene? Wink. And
Well, you
let
wouldn't
us
have
in.
had a chance to do that
rolled a
without
20.
Judai.
He rolled a natural 20.
You did
This
roll
is-
that 20.
This is what happened. You can't even.
I can't.
There
You
are.
can't make a nat 20 fail.
There are no
Unless
facts.
it's like I sprout wings and fly to the moon.
There is
Or
no
if
evidence
it's a-
to disprove Gus's claim.
Or if it was a nat 20 like on that perception roll that hurt you.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you had rolled a nat 20, you would have taken twice that much damage.
I did roll a night.
I feel like
You did?
I did. I did roll.
I
a
should
nat
have
20.
made. I should have.
That
hurt
was
you.
the one nat 20 I had that entire session.
I should have hurt you more.
Oh no.
Anyway, so during this adventure, they met Jameer, and who was an old war buddy of Rurik's, and then
Hi.
Rurik's son Utam, who is transgender, and there was a heartwarming moment. That was cool. We also met his brother-in-law Al Gore Brisbane. He's dead now
Super
because
rad.
Totally innocent.
he was a hairy man who killed elves because he was racist,
He was
and
a
then
dwarf, actually.
But he was misunderstood.
he was a dwarven man.
He had a heart of
was-
gold.
He was framed, just letting you know.
Gus is lying.
What?
So Al
He
Gore
was framed.
He was
killed.
framed, yeah.
Al Gore killed some people. There was the Wraith. Simon
Yeah.
really liked the Wraith.
So cool.
I wanted more of the Wraith.
Right?
Yeah, well, having her show up too much would make you not like her as
Bring
much.
back the wraith.
The scarcity makes her cool.
We demand more.
I mean, maybe later. But anyway, so murder solved! Yay!
Vaguely.
And we're gone.
And you are leaving
We're leaving
In a
the
pub.
Citadel.
the Citadel on the mountaintop. So,
Wait, I have to take notes.
And my quest for revenge has begun.
yes, because...
His quest to avenge his totally innocent brother-in-law
And his wife.
and also
My wife.
his wife.
The wife and mother of his child.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys left the Citadel.
So
Pretty
this
much,
is technically episode 5, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It was a pretty non-eventful trip down the other side of the mountain.
Where are we going?
Well, you are currently heading towards the next town on this road, which is Balor.
There's some beeping
Oh,
happening.
well,
Balor.
Balor.
You mean named after, like, the super demon of the underworld?
Well, at one point, yes. Till they killed him. Balor is a town of extremely skilled mages and wizards and sorcerers and warlocks.
So
And
Simon probably shouldn't be there.
So I'm gonna
Why
hate
not?
everyone.
I mean, judging
because
from
it's
the
extremely skilled. I get
judging
it.
from the events that
But-
have happened up to this point, Simon hasn't exactly showed his prowess in magic.
Their shittiest wizard is about your level at your best, Simon. So they're the magic place, and
That
they've
means
been
you can get some tutors.
Oh yeah.
they've been relatively untouched by the war.
I can get some excuses to lie on my rolls.
Anyway, so yeah, Balor was barely touched by the war because everybody who lives there can do magic, and that's sort of hard to fuck with them. And it's also guarded by these really famous things called soul armors, which are about 12 feet tall, extremely intricately designed suits of armor filled with the souls of the dead.
Nice.
So
I want to.
They're
be friends.
basically sentinels from X-Men.
so they're pretty much iron golems.
Sort of, but they scream.
Oh
Okay.
no.
They scream.
They scream.
Scream.
If you manage to cut the armor at any points, the screaming, tortured souls shoot out, and it's just bad for everyone.
It's like a banshee.
Bummer.
Yeah. It is a bummer for all of the people in the armors.
man.
Okay, bye.
Oh, boomer man.
So,
That's rough, buddy.
Balor is sort of famous as a place that nobody really wants to go, but often needs to. And you're headed there, because you need to.
Why do we
Yay.
need to? Do we know?
Because we're doing.
Because it's
a
they
quest.
they
Just
might have something that can help you,
Because
and
I'm looking to kill some people.
yes, and also because they're the if you went without stopping in Balor, you would die on the road because you didn't have any supplies.
Yay.
Okay, so Balor's the next place where we can get supplies.
Yes,
Have we figured out group? I'm not talking to God.
Oh, like a group name?
No.
No?
But that would be cool. Like the Tigers.
Well, we're looking to avenge my wife.
Yeah.
So-
Do we have like an overall mission?
We're going to kill the Blackheart King. We established
Wait,
this.
why do you
in,
two
like,
want to kill the Blackheart King?
because his troops destroyed your town.
Also
I
because
don't care about.
Simon has nothing better to do.
Did you two care about the town?
Simon didn't really care about a lot of things.
Does Amadonus care about that town?
I think the Blackheart King holds the key to my getting
Dark
back,
and mysterious past.
my getting back to
His
my
dark and
home.
mysterious past.
Whoa, that's some foreshadowing.
His mysterious and dark.
Did you make Amadonus Samurai Jack?
You know what? I'm not that familiar with Samurai Jack, but I think it's cool. so
He's a
yeah.
mysterious warrior who's got to get back. Back
really?
to yes, back to
Is
his
it like a
home.
time thing?
It's a time thing for him. But
Okay. It might be.
Long
it's not a
ago,
time thing.
I was going to.
Samurai Jack.
I
Yeah,
feel like I'm the only guy here that really.
doesn't
Like,
know
has a
most
mission?
of the stuff.
I've
Really-
actually been rewatching Samurai Jack recently.
The only one here that knows what they're doing.
I feel
Except-
like I'm the only
okay,
one
anyway,
here
guys,
that actually
D&D.
cares about
Yeah.
killing the Blackheart King.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, you got everybody else is going to get
Maybe
reasons.
that could cause some interesting
Character stuff,
dramatic
but
character stuff.
That's up to
because-
you guys. I can't make you do character moments. Anyway, so
Okay.
you're heading towards Balor. The horses are weirdly calm about everything still. The road is relatively smooth. Everything's pretty chill. And wow, look over there. It's Elmer's weird magic hut. You notice the large stone building has apparently fallen upside down this time.
Oh fuck! I forgot how many Elmer points I have.
Oh yeah, I only bought health potions.
Yes.
Wait,
well,
what's the Elmer thing? I remember that.
the Elmer store,
He's
it
the
sells you magic stuff.
Wizard
Okay.
guy.
And
Mr.
it appears
Wiz.
to he appears to teleport this entrance building all over the place because now that it's here, like right in front of you in the road, in the middle of the road, it's upside down.
Is this the same building we encountered?
It's the same
before we
building
got
you
to the
encountered
Citadel?
before. He's been teleporting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's rather obvious.
It's like Howl's Moving Castle,
But it's teleporting.
Not really.
Or-
And it's very small, and Howl isn't in it.
Yeah.
There's no hot bird
It's like
voice.
Howl's Moving Castle, but
Wait,
like
what do we
if
call
it
this?
was
Elmer's room?
Elmer's shop.
Elmer Man.
Okay.
So the door still says, if you don't do adventurers, fuck off.
If I don't do adventurers,
Adventures, whatever.
There's a difference.
I exclusively do adventurers.
There's a different store with that sign.
Oh no!
I'm kidding.
I walk in.
Simon
Well,
also
actually,
does that.
before you do that, the handle is upside down because the door is upside down because the building's upside
The
down.
building's upside down. Does that mean when we go in that down will be up?
Well, no. I can't tell you that yet, unless
All right.
one of you open the door.
Simon opens the door.
Okay, you open the door, and it's actually right side up. Which is weird because
Wait, so the building is upside down, but the interior.
is right side up.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. I forgot Elmer's voice, so
I also
I'm just going to
forgot Elmer's
approximate
voice,
it.
so I'll just take your word for it.
Come in.
I walk in.
All right, you guys walk in.
I walk in behind them.
Yeah.
Does it look like there's any new things in stock?
Well, you can look at the menu. What are you doing?
I'm looking at the menu.
You're walking in and out of the room. We're doing
Because my Elmer's mac and cheese with brisket is cooking for me.
Okay.
It's my dinner.
So
Can't leave.
I
this
actually
still,
did make a menu this time,
Cool.
Oh.
but
Tell us what it is.
I'm still going to read it for everybody, and
Okey-doke.
also I need to send you guys it somehow.
Do you have it on like Skype or something?
I have it on. Well,
You can just
I have it on a doc.
share a Google Doc with me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to share the whole thing because I'll send you an
Spoilers.
email. Anyway, so I'm going to start reading it.
Okie doke.
First off, healing potion, 50 gold.
Nice.
Reader's Digestible, 100 gold.
How many?
What was that?
How many
health
gold
potions?
is an Elmer point?
1.
Okay.
It's a
Elmer-
1-to-1 ratio.
I want to convert all of my gold to Elmer points. Exclusively Elmer points.
It's like a gift card.
Never
I
gonna
don't-
have to need anything else.
I don't actually do that.
Okay.
Why do we get Elmer points then?
It's bonus credit for that thing you did. Remember with the sword?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I have some of those.
You do have Elmer points, yes. Anyway, let's keep looking at this menu, guys.
Okie doke.
The Sword of Spell Eating, which you guys remember, right?
Vaguely.
It's
Not
that
really.
sword that eats 3 spells, and then when it eats the third, it does all 3 in a kind of random manner.
Okie doke.
That's for 400 gold.
All right.
The Recall Glove and Recall Patch, 300 gold.
Okie doke.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then there's the new stuff. The Scroll of Disorientation.
Excuse me.
The Scroll of Disorientation.
You sound like I'm trying to read that.
Yeah. It's a scroll whose name constantly shifts because it's sort of disorienting to even read
The
it.
scroll of dismormentation.
Disorientation. Disorientation. Just say things
That way
that
you can always
vaguely
spell
sound
it
like that.
Disorientation.
You can
always
always
spell
spell
it
it
right.
right because you can't spell it right. So it's a scroll of extremely thin paper with an image of
Very
something indescribable on it that hurts to look at, and if you see it, you pretty much faint. The thing is, it's thin enough that if you look at it facing any sort of light source, you're going to see the image but backwards,
Okay.
Which, in fact, increases
which will knock
your
the fuck out. You will not be knocked the fuck out as well because this thing probably doesn't even have a backwards.
Oh, I was gonna say it'll enhance your perception.
No, this.
Okay.
You just won't.
So what do you do with this thing?
Well, it's basically to knock one person out without any consequences unless you're doing it facing any light source.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
That's for 600 gold. The Berserker's Axe for 555 gold. Once a day...
Gus gave me a knowing glance.
Yeah. Once a day, this finely crafted 1d10 axe can be used to extend the time of Barbarian's Rage by 1 turn if you fail to keep it up. It will do it regardless of if you want to do it.
You'll just always be in a rage.
No, it's basically once per, day, if Gus uses Rage and has this axe, it will last 1 extra turn.
Okay.
Is
All
it
right.
one-handed or two-handed?
I don't know. Which one do you use?
I use the great axe, which is a two-handed.
Then it's 2-handed.
It could be versatile, which means you can use it both ways.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
But if it's versatile, that means it changes.
It has a telescoping handle. Actually, that'd be a really cool thing to have.
Ooh.
Anyway,
That'll
so
be a different.
no, I'm not going to make
Item.
telescope axe. Then the next,
The axe of far seeing.
the axe of far swinging. This next one is sort of confusing from when you look at it. It just says rock, 150 gold.
Yes, please. Simon's buying that.
ROKK. Do you want to ask him about what that actually is? Because it doesn't have a description.
Does it
Sure.
give us
Yo,
Yeah,
what?
because I have a sling. Maybe I could use a rock.
Yo, tell me about this rock.
Does
Remember
it give
that
you a gnarly
thing-
guitar?
Remember that thing that I fed the thing that...
Oh,
you-
is this its corpse?
No, but it's its brother.
Oh.
I own a lot of these things.
Yeah, I'll buy one. We'll
Okay.
make a big old family.
Are they servants?
It's a friend. It's
It's-
a rock friend.
I wouldn't consider them smart enough.
It's
to
a
be
rock
servants.
friend. He's trying its best.
So they're
I don't
thralls.
think it knows how to do that.
I'm buying one. How much was it?
They're thralls.
150, please.
Okay, okie doke.
They're thralls.
So,
No, it's less than that. They're more rocks that can move. You can command them with very simple commands.
wow. Now I only have 70 gold.
Okay. Elmer waves a hand, and next to you appears this little hunched rock creature.
Oh.
It stares at you blankly.
I need to figure out a name for him. That'll be going on in my brain
Okay.
rock while we do that.
Next up is Arabella, which is 1,000 gold.
I'm gonna call him Gion.
Okay. It's a 2d6 crossbow that is extremely finely crafted. Like, crazy finely crafted. It has a little, like, blurb at the bottom that mentions that it was once used by Barnabas, which none of you know what that actually means.
That sounds
You've never
familiar.
heard of this guy.
Oh.
But...
That's in
and...
the sequel.
Barney or Bus?
What?
No.
Anyway. And I'm honestly only including this so that Amadonus can have a replacement for the sling. Because
'Cause it sucks.
It sucks and you suck at using it. So
I was gonna buy that.
So wait,
Can
what
you
is this
use-
thing?
It's a crossbow that's just really nice looking.
I can use any weapon. I'm a barbarian.
Wait, is it effective or is it pretty?
It's both.
How much is
It's
it?
functioning.
It's 1,000
and
gold,
fashionable.
but you can talk him down from that price.
Well,
I'll give him another one of my famous Rurik winks.
I'll give you
That
300.
Rurik has never
Okay.
used in
Points.
canon.
I used
do
it
you
once
want to
and rolled a nat 20.
roll any sort of roll for this? Perhaps persuasion or
Oh, wait, do I have
charisma?
use on this guy?
There's most
If you
likely-
try to use a spell on him, he's going to disintegrate you.
Oh yeah, there.
I have 13 charisma points or something, so
Okay,
I'm charismatic.
roll a d20.
and I'm wisdom.
Simon,
Wisdom.
and I'm wisdom.
roll a
I'm
d20.
wisdom.
I'm very wisdom.
And
Chuck,
intelligence.
roll a d20
And what do I do? Why am I doing this? To try to convince him
to try to persuade him to lower the price.
lower the
slightly.
price. Okay. It's a 9,
It's a snine.
That's not gonna do it.
which is a 15.
You try to make an argument, but he just waves his hand like, no, that's
What else?
you don't get to haggle.
What else?
Next up is a tome of Expos and Ishin. 250 gold. It's just a magic book that can explain some basic historical facts about a location.
Exposition.
So it's like a fucking what is it called?
It's a guidebook.
Yeah, that.
It was
But for anywhere.
these things are enchanted by the wizard Ishin and written in the style of the author Expos.
Yeah. Exposition.
Expos and Ishin.
Exposition.
All right.
That's the pun.
Exposition.
Anyway, and the last one is the Eye of the Deep One, which is 530 gold.
Oh.
It's not an actual eye. It's a glass sphere that you kind of put over one of your eyes, and it gives you true sight for an hour. I'm selling it because I can already cast True Sight, made a more useful replica that doesn't have the shitty downside, and also made 2 of them, so now I have awesome sunglasses.
What's downside?
The downside is that for 1 hour after the True Sight phase,
You'll be blind.
you have horrible hallucinations.
Ooh.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
It's not. It's very much not.
It's like a bad trip.
Worse.
I say, well, you seem like quite a reasonable person. Surely we can
Some people would say that.
lower the price for my friend. And I rolled persuasion.
Okay.
Where's Ooh, 14. Yes, that's
14 plus.
0 because have 0 charisma.
I have 15.
Or I have an average charisma.
I have a plus
All right.
2 charisma.
I'll lower it for him. Elmer waves his hand over the menu, and the price goes from 1,000 gold to 998 gold.
Hey, I did some work.
He did. You can't deny him that.
I mean, I could.
Hey,
I could just put the price back up to spite you.
Hey, I only have 70 gold. I'm not really here to haggle. But
I mean, you did just buy a rock man.
I did. He's a friend. He's
Enjoy
my new
your
friend.
new slave, by the way.
His name is Gion, and I love him.
Wait,
He's not going to respond to that name.
how much gold does Amadonus have?
I have 255 gold and 400 Elmer points.
I also have 425 Elmer points.
I don't remember how many Elmer points I have.
I think you have 400.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
If
Do you guys want to buy Arabella?
I can spend my Elmer points to help you buy it.
Yeah, can we do that? Can we combine it?
Yeah.
Just pool together all of the Elmer points.
And what's it? Wait, what's Arabella?
It's a 2d6 crossbow
Woo-hoo, that's good.
that is for you because your sling fucking sucks.
Is it a heavy crossbow? Or no? What?
It's
no.
just it's whatever kind of crossbow he can use.
It's my crossbow.
He can use all of them.
Then it's
Is it? Wait,
yeah,
can
sure.
he use all of them? Wait. I gotta-
Okay, we're gonna combine our.
Okay, how many Elmer points do you
It's
have?
down to 998.
Just a sec. I gotta double check. Clerics can use all simple weapons. Is a crossbow a simple weapon?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh. Let me check. I think regular crossbows are. Anyway, how much did the Berserker Axe cost?
555.
555, eh? Well, I can't afford that and this neat crossbow.
So what do we think is we're gonna need more? The crossbow or the axe?
I've already got a pretty sick axe.
And it would probably be a lot more useful to make you competent than Gus more
Wow.
competent.
I mean, I do more damage with my regular axe.
So why would you want the new one? If yours
Because it
is
makes him
already
angrier.
better.
It makes him angrier.
I've already got plenty of rage to go around.
Yeah, he's already an angry boy.
I'm...
Yeah, but this is some longer lasting rage. But if it lasts more than 4 hours, call a doctor. Sir? Oh, yeah, the axe.
I mean,
Because he's mad.
I can be angry for up to a minute.
Well, this would make
For
it like
1 minute,
this
I
would
can
make it
be
a minute and 6
seethingly
seconds.
angry.
A minute and 6 seconds.
Wait, are we still talking about that finely crafted crossbow?
No, we're talking about the axe that Gus is also considering buying.
The axe that turns into a crossbow.
What?
That's not
That would be the worst weapon to
an
ever
axe
use.
that turns into a crossbow.
People listening can't see this, but you hold it, turn it sideways.
You're describing a Power Ranger's weapon. Literally, a weapon that a Power Ranger would use. I'm pretty sure, like,
It
a
would-
Green Ranger used that
it wouldn't-
once.
Or maybe it's a Monster Hunter weapon.
Wait, does that make it off limits for this?
I mean,
already
no,
had a
because I have
Power
the
Ranger.
Wraith.
Yeah.
But,
The Wraith
Wraith
was
uses
supposed to
that.
be a Sentai.
yeah, well, they have the same fucking thing. It's the same fight footage.
Alright,
Yeah.
simple ranged weapons. Actually, light crossbows are simple.
Then it's a simple one.
Alright.
Anyway, so, are you guys going to pool your Elmer resources?
Yes.
I'm
I
not
have-
sure how much Simon has.
Ooh,
Okay,
I really
so-
just want to give up 5 Elmer points because I have 425. But we need
Or you
more.
could give all of them, and then he would still get the joke. You could give all of them but the 5, and
Yeah,
then he'd
that's
be
Wait,
what
so
like,
I was
I've got.
thinking.
You said we can use gold pieces and Elmer points in combination.
yeah.
Okay, so I have 255 gold pieces and 400 Elmer points. That's 655.
I can give you 420 Elmer points.
Well, I don't think I need
Math. This is a
Do I need that?
tabletop
Wait,
RPG.
how much did you say you had?
655.
655. So that means we would need 345. I
What?
can-
No, you have. He can give 600. You can give 400. That's enough.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
600 plus
He
400
said
is
he has
1,000.
655.
Yes.
So
And
that
you
means
have
I give
420.
345.
Yes.
Or to make it
You
simple.
have enough to get him the
Yeah.
crossbow. What?
Yeah. I mean,
He's just mathing out
I
how much
mathed
he
it
needs
out.
to give.
I mathed
Okay.
it out, and you're like,
No,
that's
listen.
wrong.
I mathed it out, okay?
Okay, so I'm going to give 600, and is that the pizza?
Maybe.
So should I pause?
Stop the recording, yeah.
This is
Cut.
Not stop, but
Hopefully
pause.
it's not Kaylee again. And we're... Okay. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Like returning from a dream sequence, we return.
From the dream sequence.
Probably sounds silly considering they had less than a second to change.
You wake up and you're back in Peric.
I'm not pulling that shit. Anyway, so...
It was all a dream.
You guys... Have you mapped out the thing with the Elmer points yet?
Probably should have done that.
Yes, I have to give up 345. So I'll just...
And I'm getting... Do you need a pencil?
I have a pencil.
Okay, so I have none. I'm giving up all of mine.
Yeah.
And Simon is completely lost.
So you're the only one with money, and you have no idea how
Yeah,
much you
so I mean, you've
Yeah.
just sort of forgotten how many you had, because it's not a physical thing.
Yeah.
got. Okay. So remind me what I bought.
You
An
bought-
exquisite crossbow.
Arabella, a 2d6 crossbow.
Exquisite. Mwah.
Elmer
So
raises
good.
a hand, his right arm, and you actually see that same mark from Judai on his arm.
Did that
I have
guy
a question.
say trust people with that mark?
Yeah.
Okay, hold that thought. This is a meta question. Since this crossbow is a 2d6,
You roll a d6 twice, and then add them together.
okay? Do
Or
the
you
people
just-
in the story understand the dice?
No. But it's a crossbow that does this much damage to a body.
Okay.
I don't know, man. It's honestly just confusing. Anyway,
I asked him if he has any health potions.
You want to say that in character voice?
Oh, you got any health potions, Elmer?
Thank you.
I'm giving somebody else his product. God damn. Hold up. Anyway, he waves his hand and summons forth this really nice looking crossbow. The wood that it's made out of is this like varnished, shining thing, and it has that same diamond shape etched onto the
Ooh.
handle.
Simon notices the diamond shape and remembers the bard that we saw back in the place
We gotta
that
trust this
Simon has
crossbow.
since forgotten
The
about.
Citadel.
He'd forgotten the name of.
Okay.
And he turns to Elmer and he's like, "Yo, sorry for interrupting, but
He's holding his hand out, and the crossbow is in mid-transition. He is glaring at you. What?
we were in the Citadel earlier, and we ran into this guy. He was pretty cool. He was like this really chill bard.
There's like a billion of those.
Yeah, but like he said his name was Judai.
Oh,
Yeah, and he had the
you
same.
guys around here? Wow.
Yeah, and he had this symbol on his arm, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we all got it on the arm.
Yeah.
So, I had no idea he was in the area.
Yeah.
Wow, I will have to find him.
Elmer points.
I'm not giving you jack shit. But, thanks for telling me. Anyway, I'm going to get back to teleporting this crossbow. And then he finishes waving his arm, and the crossbow actually appears floating in front of you, Amadonus. And it's the very nice varnished wood.
It's pretty.
Yeah. The metal of...
I'm making background music.
Thanks. The metal of the... Okay.
That's Arabella's theme. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe a crossbow. It's a really nice crossbow.
It's a really nice
It's
one.
a
Nicer than
nice
Chewbacca's.
crossbow. It's the best crossbow.
Shut up. Anyway, so... Good crossbow.
So
Wonderful crossbow.
I've been meaning to ask what's the significance of that symbol?
Oh, well... How to start this story?
Back in my
Did
day.
Judai tell you about Solzir?
Probably. I don't remember.
Solzu the Destroyer? I've heard.
No, he was... That guy could not destroy a fly. Well, he could, but unless it did something to offend his morals, he wouldn't dare. Solzir is like the nicest human... Not human, he's dragonborn. Nicest being I've ever met. He is painfully good. I've seen him stop in a march against an evil overlord to help a village with their farming problems.
That's pretty. That's. I mean, it doesn't sound that big of a
We were 30 feet from the front gates of the stronghold.
Oh,
That's a pretty big, close village to them.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Anyways, Solzier has had a very eventful life. He had a dragon egg in his bag for most of our adventures. He, I'm pretty sure, lost an arm. Yeah, he lost an arm and I had to give it back in a game of cards.
it the
But
tattoo
above
arm?
all, he had this mark burned into his arm that, well, looked like this. And then he shows the mark again. He never really told us where he got it, but we just thought it was a cool symbol, so we used it.
so
Everybody in the group used it.
So
mark.
it doesn't actually hold any significant meaning to you or any of your members. You just thought it looked cool.
Well, it actually does, because it's a symbol of our friendship and the amazing things we did together. Dick.
Alright, theory crafting here.
Okay.
That mark is actually evil rune that controls the person wearing it.
Elmer would know if that was what it was.
Wait, what
It
does this
was
thing look
super
like?
ancient.
It's the symbol.
Oh,
remember?
the symbol. Okay.
The symbol, you know?
I mean, Elmer is literally like
the symbol in this podcast. In this
well, it's the logo.
auditory podcast.
2 equilateral triangles
In a diamond shape, yeah.
with the dots inside each.
Yeah. I mean, it probably had some more personal significance to Solzier, but he never wanted to tell us.
I mean, if we ever run into him, maybe we could ask him.
Oh, he will probably tell you if you push it, but we didn't want to be dicks.
Sometimes you gotta get the information you need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you need to know?
I don't know. I feel like it holds a more significant meaning.
It
than...
holds a terrible secret that shall
Well,
destroy
hey,
the world.
what about your weird chest mark, Birdman? What's up with that?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Remember the brand?
And he like hides his nipples. His
You
bird
don't have
nipples.
those. You're a bird.
Birds don't have nipples.
But
I
this
said-
bird nipple.
This bird nipple.
What are you looking
Yeah,
up
what?
to?
Gus, what?
Gus just Googled my father. I found pictures of him.
That was why?
Well, you did the same thing.
Yeah, but that was a while ago when it was still like relevant to the situation. Gus just out of the blue, like, Chuck Palmer.
I wonder what he looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Chuck
him.
Palmer.
That's my dad. He's right here.
That was Shortbeard me.
Shortbeard Chuck Palmer.
On the Crisis of Infinite Earths, Shortbeard Chuck died to protect Main Chuck.
Nice Crisis of Infinite Earths reference.
But yeah, actually, just this is canon. Simon has been wearing a vest. It's like it's like a vest. Like he hasn't just been going shirtless.
Retconning that.
Like he's wearing clothes.
Well, yeah, but I just imagined like this vest popping into existence around him. Anyway, so
I mean, I assume that he would know because he's this like omniscient.
he's got wizard eyes.
Yeah,
Wizard eyes.
but yeah, Simon
Also,
is clearly
once you moved slightly and he could see into your vest because you're just wearing a vest.
He snuck a peek. He's like,
A
Simon's like, my eyes are up here.
Okay. Anyway, so this mark is just a symbol that I'm part of a group of friends. Have you all bought what you wanted to buy?
Oh wait, I remembered what I came here for.
Do you?
So, you haven't spoken to Judai, have you?
No, you just told me that he's here. In the
Okay.
area.
Well,
Where is here?
he said that you would he would relay a message to you, and I found one of your artifacts back in the Citadel, and I was
What?
wondering if you could
Wait,
recreate.
what Citadel?
The Citadel? The
one with the dwarves
the
and the
Citadel?
The one
Get out! He literally points at the door and shouts at you. Get the fuck out! Now!
Your voice has changed.
Why?
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Just get the fuck out.
Why?
Because I don't like to think about what I did there.
Oh.
So I was wondering
So
if you
you-
could create another.
I will
meat
turn you
cube.
inside out if you say that
Oh, maybe
word.
he was the one that actually killed the lovers and
No.
not your brother-in-law.
No.
He killed my brother.
I'm going to kill all of you. Get out.
Okay. We
Uh,
go out.
Yeah, Simon, like, kind of looks awkwardly at the door and just kind of shuffles his way out.
No,
Do you
please.
take your rock man?
Yeah? Gion is with him.
You pick up Gion and sort of like hold him like a
Cradle him.
baby and as you walk out.
and then, like,
I-
slowly nudge him into the vor bag.
You just drop him in.
Go on in, this is your new home.
Like a kangaroo.
Don't eat my shit.
Don't eat my shit. There's some bedding in the corner.
I think there's a corner.
I grab my satchel of Luna. I'll pay you top dollar for a small one that I can carry
There's
around.
no monetary value that will make me not want to kill you if you try to make me make another one of those.
I'll go on a quest
For what?
for a meat cube.
He just wants some meat.
Elmer doesn't even say anything. You're just outside of the building. You didn't even notice. And the door's closed.
I try to open the door.
It actually moves on the surface of the building away from you. Every time you reach for it, like an asshole who you said was going to carpool with you but keeps jerking the car forward when you reach for the door, it is moving just outside of your reach every time you reach for it.
I rub my beard, pull out a sheaf of parchment, and I write a letter saying, "Contact me for a quest for meat cube." And then I give it to Simon to put under the door,
Simon...
through the crack in the door.
Okay.
Signed, Rurik Fireforge.
Simon doesn't bother to look at it and just kind of crumples it up and eats it. Like, he doesn't even realize what's going on. He's just on autopilot.
I can imagine this. Rurik is like desperately trying to get this message, hands it to Simon, and Simon's just, what? Why did you give me that?
Dude, that tasted like shit. What was that?
Oh, you damn bird. Ah!
Okay, Rurik is racist for a bit.
What?
So,
How? He's a bird person.
okay, yeah, I'm joking. But yeah, so you're just out now, and the building disappears in front of you.
No! I lost another one.
Yeah, the
Another
great loss.
what?
The great losses in Rurik's life: his brother-in-law, his wife, his
And
chance
his-
at the meat cube.
She's chance at meat.
Gross. Anyway, so time to roll for that random encounter.
Oh, wonderful.
Wow!
Wow!
Remember those?
see.
We haven't done that in like an arc.
2 episodes.
Yeah, okay. Bye, Gus. As you disappear into the kitchen. All right. So
So what? What was it?
it was a 7, but you don't get to know the other ways it could have gone.
You
Okay.
should tell us anyways.
No, because I'm going to use them later. So you are heading down the road, and all of you roll a perception check.
Okie doke. Do I have a plus anything to perception? I
Is
do.
that the 20-sided one?
Any check is a 20.
Got a
Yes.
13.
Got a nat 20.
I got a 17.
These are going pretty well.
Okay, so Rurik, what was yours again?
13.
Yeah?
Something smells off. Amadonus.
I'm a 17 with 12 Constitution points. Which I don't know what Constitution is, except that
It's your
every time I
your
hear
health and resistance to poison.
Okay, because
So you just mentioned that. Okay, here's what happens because you mentioned Constitution. You smell blood and some other stuff, and also narrowly miss having a heart attack.
You feel
But I
that
have
you could have
17
just had a
on
heart
the
attack.
perception.
Well, yes, but
so
You're-
I'm noticing things, right?
yes.
Does
So you notice the smell
Amadonus
of
just
blood.
clutch his chest?
Yes, and you have like a weird heart pain for a second, but it's fine.
But I have a beautiful crossbow, which
It was just a
Yeah,
bird.
you notice that the crossbow actually has some faint elvish carved into the thing, and you take a little while to look at it.
And I rub it on my chest and it makes me feel better.
Oh.
Gross, grody, gross.
What?
I don't
You
want to
just
think about
rub
my
your
father in
crossbow
full leather rubbing a crossbow on his chest to make himself feel better.
Well, you guys don't have to watch if you don't want to.
I do have to watch. I'm the god who imagines everything.
I just imagined Amadonus doing this, and then Rurik and
Then
Simon
you shouldn't
being
have
like,
given us free
"Ugh."
will.
I don't
And
see
then
it.
Amadonus like, don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird, okay? It's only weird if you look at me while I do it. Okay, and Simon, getting to you, you can very clearly smell that there's a lot of things that recently died here.
Oh.
Also, you see Judai,
Oh.
and he's strumming on his lute, and he's humming a little bit, and then he looks at you guys and waves. Hey guys, I forgot how to do his voice.
I mean, I also forgot, so
Yeah,
I'll take your
yeah.
word for it.
So,
Words for it.
Do I see him?
Yeah, you guys,
I'm driving
everybody
the
sees
car.
him eventually, but Simon catches him first.
Oh, you,
With my
the
bird
funny one.
eyes.
Hello.
Yo,
I need to ask you a favor.
No.
Yo.
I mean, yeah, sure, go for it. What is it?
So, you haven't met Elmer yet, in a while, have you?
No.
You said last time we met that, you would, discuss something of
No,
a
I didn't.
meat cube
No,
nature.
no, I left before you could even ask me anything about that.
No, he checked the record. He said, "Yeah, I'll do that."
I don't think he did. I don't think I did.
We can check the record.
we can check the recording.
The recordings that we have of the
record.
I
podcast
gave
we're
him a-
doing.
Yeah, who's going to do that?
I mean,
Ray's the editor.
yeah.
Did I send you the last one?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right,
I will.
I gave him a world famous Rurik wink.
Okay, are you okay?
He just winks at him.
Gus has rolled a 1. So
The most ineffective wink ever.
you
but-
lean forward to wink and then sneeze. Just the worst sneeze you've ever had. It's on the horses
It's
and
painful.
it does hurt a bit. And Judai is staring at you and his expression goes from his default cheeriness to a deadpan glare. What?
So you discuss it with Elmer, right?
Discuss
so you do that
what?
thing?
You just said, hey, remember this meat cube thing that we didn't talk about? And then sneezed.
I pull out some parchment.
Are you gonna write another letter?
I write a letter
and hand
to
it to
Elmer.
Simon?
And then I hand it to Judai and say,
Could you deliver this to Elmer for me?
Judai takes it and eats it. Because you rolled a 1.
Simon points at it and he's like, "This guy's got the right idea."
No, I just want to spite him.
But,
But
yeah,
but Judai, after that altercation, I don't even know how to describe
I
that.
like the most
Situation.
unfortunate stuff happens to Rurik out of the whole
Because you keep making these rolls to do this stuff, and then it either gets like wildly successful or fucks up.
I'm
There
a
is
hit or
no
miss
in
kind of guy.
You might as well just flip a coin.
does it work or doesn't it?
Okay, so Judai leans on the edge, on like the front part of the wagon, and says, "Fun fact: did you know that there's supposed to be like an orc and goblin gang that makes you pay a toll to get past this road? Weird, right? I haven't seen anything like that."
Is there a troll?
No.
Do we have to
It's
pay the
pretty
troll
op-
toll?
No. It's a pretty open road. And then you guys notice, Simon, you noticed this with that 20 from before, there's blood dripping from the tree above, and then an entire orc corpse falls from it.
Hey guys, I think I found the orc and goblin toll.
It's
And
an orc corpse.
you hear faintly in the background more thuds happening in the forest. And Judai, as this is happening, he looks completely like fuck.
More thuds?
Thuds of like corpses falling out of
Corpses.
trees.
Orc corpses falling out of
Orc
trees.
and goblin and all
Orcses.
sorts of
Orc
things.
corpse.
And Judai just slowly reaches out of his like belt and plants a large bag of gold on the wagon and says, "You should probably leave."
I look up. I say, was there some sort of bird or something?
My god, it's the end of times. It's raining corpses.
Judai slowly looks to the side at the very prominent orc corpse that's behind him and says, "Yes, that's what happened. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Oh, that must be a mighty beast.
Take the golden leaf. Bye."
Okay, bye. It was nice talking to
Oh.
you. See you
Did he-
again, maybe.
Oh, he ate my letter. I forgot.
"The gold's my present, bye!"
Oh, man,
and then
he ate my letter.
He turns and whispers something none of you can hear to the horses, and they just fucking bolt. Like, you cannot slow them down for, like, 100 feet of this road.
Unless I roll a 20
Unless you
on
roll...
animal handling.
Okay.
20. Not a 20.
That was a 17.
Close.
You managed to stop them eventually. And that's what happens.
What a kind of nice fellow. He gave us...
Do you want to check the bag?
Sure, I check it and I take all of the gold.
Well, it has 3,000 gold pieces in it.
Ooh, baby.
All right, I'll give 1,000.
I'll just
to
add a 1 to my gold.
I'll give 1,000 to
Bingo.
these other bozos.
So we each have 1,000 now?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. So, as you're doling out this gold, which is a fair amount of gold, you guys are all, like, it feels nice to have an actual amount of money on you again.
Simon takes his bag of gold and tries to swallow it.
Stop. What is with you?
Should I roll Constitution?
No! There's too much gold.
Aw.
Are you
He
part
can't
owl?
even get it in his bird gullet.
You can't get the sack.
Aw.
Don't say these words.
I have to. I'm the DM. I don't have
What
to.
were you saying, Gus?
Don't say these words.
No, earlier, before...
Oh. Is Simon part owl?
I don't know.
Will he cough up all the non-edible food?
I don't know. I'm leaving the specific species of bird up to interpretation.
Because you can't decide on his design.
Well, no, I have an idea of what he is, but I want to leave it open to
Okay,
interpretation.
As you are doling out the gold, you hear some rustling.
Okay.
Do you keep going?
Can I roll perception to see if I can't figure out what that rustling is?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's plus 2, 6.
Okay. Simon, you try to listen for a bit, and then you see a squirrel, and you're like, oh, that was it.
And then he realizes that he's been deaf this entire time.
And then you reach up, and you don't have a face. Oh, no! No. That would have happened if you got a 1, though.
Aww.
But, yeah, so this squirrel runs by, and Simon's okay with it.
Yeah.
You guys keep going?
Yes.
Yes, we keep
All right.
going.
The wagon keeps moving. And suddenly there is just a little sphere rolling down the road from the forest.
Sphere of Annihilation.
No. What? It's just a little sphere. It's
The
black.
sphere of disintermediation.
Excuse me?
The sphere of Disamagaba.
What in tarnation?
It just looks like a small sky blue sphere.
Okay.
And then it
So it's a piece of
explodes.
sky.
No. Then it explodes, and this magic field explodes out of it and falls over both of the horses, and they fall asleep right there.
Aww.
Aw, aren't they cute when they sleep?
Aww.
Suddenly, there's a hail of arrows all around you guys, just
Oh.
coming out of every single conceivable angle from the trees.
Oh,
It is
gee whiz.
honestly horrifying because a moment ago it was silent, and now there's just arrows slamming into things all over the place. So I'm gonna.
I jump in the back of the wagon and duck down behind the walls. Behind the wood.
Simon casts...
It's the arrows are shooting through the
Oh, I
the
can't.
tarp above. They're
I can't like flip the table sort of thing and like
No.
stuck behind
it's
it.
from every angle. No matter what, if you had 8 tables back there, you could make a table cube.
So we jump
but
under the cat. Under the.
you'd have to make a roll to dodge the arrows as you left. You guys have to make some rolls to dodge
Actually,
them now.
hold on.
Hold on. yeah.
Dodge them.
Dodge them, yeah,
Why not just?
because they're so there's so
Simon-
many of them, and it seems like they're being
Wait,
fired randomly.
I have a spell that helps me purify food and drink. Does that help?
No,
Wait, sanctuary? No, I've got something called sanctuary.
They're not arrows, they're actually baguettes.
They're baguettes.
they're poisoned. They're very stale.
Oh, that one has Gruyere.
Oh.
Still croissants.
Simon casts shield.
Sacre bleu.
Okay,
I have a shield of faith. You can all say a Hail Mary.
Yeah?
Is that a thing? Could that help?
Reaction trigger, your...
I mean it would be Hail Ishtar, and a Hail Ishtar is a lot more violent. It
What does
involves
the
at
shield
least
of
one
faith
goat.
do?
Shield of Faith. Oh, jeez. Lots of words here. SHIELD
Yeah.
of faith.
Okay,
One result.
so an invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you until the start of your next turn. You have a +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack.
Is that shield of faith?
And
No, that's shield. Just
you
the
have
spell
no,
shield.
and you take no damage from magic missile.
But that's just
Okay.
regular shield.
Okay.
Okay, describe where you guys are right now on the way.
I am sitting in the front, guiding the horses.
Simon's probably.
Well, the horses are asleep.
The horses are dead.
No, they're
They're not
asleep.
dead. They're asleep.
They got slammed by
Are they getting
arrows.
hit by all those
No, they're
arrows?
not. Actually, the arrows are avoiding the horses because they're
Because they're
already
That's
asleep.
nice.
Oh, so maybe we should all
Go
fall
to
asleep.
sleep.
Yeah.
Well,
guys,
because-
let's go to sleep.
Well, the thing is, you see one of the arrows hit a squirrel, and that squirrel does not get hurt. The arrow passes through it, but it just passes out.
All right.
Oh, we'll just
maybe
pass out. That's fine.
Walk into
Okay, are you just
the... We're
going
gonna
to
all
let this...
walk into the wave of arrows.
I
Okay.
just stand up and go like this. And
Okay, Rurik
Start
has
taking
apparently
the arrows.
accepted the fate, and you are phased through multiple arrows. The first one hits you, and you literally just fall over. You're asleep.
Simon's gonna cast shield anyways.
So here's
Okay.
what happened. I'm sitting on the front of the wagon. I jump up, and then fall asleep.
Yes, that is essentially it. Okay, you cast shield and block. The shield does deflect a few arrows, but then one passes through your forehead and down.
What?
This is a scripted event.
It's an entire turn.
It is an entire
No.
turn.
Duration 1 round, which is 6 seconds.
Cast shield.
I don't think that there's a 6-second long volley of arrows.
This volley has been lasting for the last, minute.
We've been here for a minute. How have we not been KO'd?
Because you've been hiding.
We've been code.
Anyway, what do you do, Amadonus?
I'm gonna...
Listen, Rurik just stood up and literally just let it happen.
I saw it happen.
Simon
Can I not
cast
make a con save?
No, because this is some really powerful sleep magic.
But everything has a save.
Okay, fine, make a save.
Roll 20. Come on. I'm a constant. I'm a hardy guy. I rolled a 10,
It's a 7.
but I got plus.
He
3.
has a plus
Oh,
3.
plus 3.
So you still fall asleep. Would you like to make a Constitution roll?
You know what? Yeah. Simon would like to make a Constitution roll.
Okay.
4. Hold on. Plus
You fall asleep. There's no plus that could make you not fall asleep.
2. That's a 6.
You fall asleep even harder than Rurik did. Amadonus, would you like to make a roll to make just a Constitution roll?
Does that mean if I get a high enough score that I won't be affected by the arrows?
Well, you won't fall asleep.
I won't fall asleep, but okay. So yeah, I'm going to do that because I got a 12 Constitution plus a 1 bonus.
Okay.
I don't know what that does for me.
That means whatever you roll now.
13 plus 1?
Yes.
14.
You fall asleep slightly slower. It actually takes 2 arrows to knock you out.
Because of my awesome leather
They pass through armor.
that I rubbed with the
no,
elven carvings.
Anyway, so
It took
you
the
all
second arrow.
fall asleep.
I don't understand
Trying
what's
to
wrong
participate
with
in this.
that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just this
like-
is
Guy in his crossbow.
gross. Gross.
The man and his crossbow.
Anyway,
Crossbow.
you guys wake up.
Okay.
The thing is,
What, we went through all that just to wake up?
well,
All right.
Man,
did you expect me to just put you all in a permanent
you're
coma?
asleep forever.
You were
The
asleep
end.
forever. Total fail. Anyway, when you wake up, you notice a few things. 1, you're underground.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
2, you don't have any of your shit.
This is an elaborate
no.
transition.
Who wakes
Yeah.
up first?
Amadonus. Then you, then Simon.
Simon
Amadonus
wakes
hears
up.
me muttering words in my sleep.
Okay.
And I can't understand those words.
Because they're in Dwarvish.
They're in Dwarvish.
Okay.
Simon
And I
would
only
if he was
speak
awake.
common language.
When Simon wakes up, he notices his surroundings, and then he immediately starts kind of sweating a little bit.
Birds,
Oh.
do birds sweat?
Do birds sweat?
Do
I
birds
don't know.
sweat?
This one does.
But he's nervous.
Listener, do birds sweat?
Do birds sweat?
Do birds sweat?
Only
Birds.
pigs-
Anyway.
only-
Do they
only
sweat?
pigs and humans sweat.
Huh. Anyway, you guys don't have anything.
Birds.
All you have is
Are we?
some very ratty, rough clothing.
Are we
Apparently, whatever captured you changed
So
your
what I
clothes.
was already wearing.
These are worse than
Wait,
what
we're
you
in
were wearing.
chains?
No, you're not in chains, but
Okay.
you're in shitty clothes.
I don't believe you understand. There is nothing worse than what I was already wearing.
They found a way.
He was
Life
wearing
finds a
literally
way.
nothing.
Yeah.
Which means
Well,
that
if you were wearing nothing, you would be skinned now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyway, so you are wearing these ratty clothing, and you also notice all of you have a weird sea green stone necklace around your necks.
Are we tied
Not
up?
necklace, more like a collar.
Are we?
so it's tight.
Are we?
Like tied around our collar, neck, not
Yeah.
a long dangly necklace.
Yeah.
It is like affixed to your neck.
Are we tied up in rope?
Nope.
Is there a cell?
Are we bound in any way?
Do you want to be tied
No,
up?
you're not bound in
Oh.
any way. You just have these weird collar things.
I rip off the collar.
You can't.
I make a strength check.
Okay,
to
make a
rip
strength
off the
check to
collar.
do that.
Roll a 20. 15 plus 3, 18.
You reach up and you feel as if you might be able to do it, but when you touch it, you feel a massive jolt of electricity run through your entire body and you take 3 damage.
That's not massive gold.
Well, it's enough that you can't do it.
It's enough to let us know that we're not going to take the collars off without some sort of special thing.
Yes.
I yell, blast!
Have you watched the first
Darn!
season of Star Trek,
Yeah.
the original series?
So you also see behind you is a tunnel that is just blocked off with a bunch of cast iron bars. They look like they
Yeah,
Can
Simon's not
retract-
doing shit. He's just
Yeah.
like sitting there, kind of like, oh,
panicking.
fuck.
Yeah, so
Is
there's
it dark in the cave?
no, actually, there's a lot of like torches above, and on a large catwalk thing leading out of a tunnel above you guys, there are 2 magic torches that are casting most of the light in the room. So this tunnel, by the way, that I just was describing first, the cast iron bars are like apparently placed haphazardly in a winding pattern that you can't fit through. And on the other side of the room is another tunnel that you can hear the sound of pickaxes hitting rock through.
Kobolds.
Before you can make any other inferences,
Simon hears that noise and he starts feeling immediately worse.
you guys hear
Simon hears that and he starts freaking the fuck out.
yeah, okay. So lumbering from this tunnel is 5'2", flesh, strangely pallid and pale.
5'2"?
5'2".
He's a small boy.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
a
thought-
small
the way you-
person.
The way you put that lumbering out.
5'2".
The lumbering comes in because this person is wide as hell. This guy is fat, and he seems to be made out of
He's
jelly.
wider than he is tall.
Yes, you can almost believe that he's wider than he is
How
tall.
many chins does this guy have?
1, because his face is intensely handsome. In a confusing dichotomy between his flabby, disgusting flesh on the bottom part of his body, on his head is the most square-jawed Adonis that you've ever seen. Long, flowing blonde hair.
Not to be confused with Amadonus.
No, not... No.
Amadonus is actually Adonis.
Yes. This strange Island of Dr. Moreau fusion between a supermodel and a slug man.
What's Island of Dr. Moreau?
It's an old movie where a dude makes animal people. Anyway, this guy
Actually, a novel.
lumbers out. It's also a movie.
It was a novel for
This guy lumbers out. He's wearing 2 gloves, one with a strange stone on it, and the other just a normal leather glove.
Simon starts tugging furiously at his collar, even though he knows it's gonna like zap him.
You take 3 damage.
All right.
Wearing only leather pants and an X-shaped strap across his flabby body. This
What color?
straight the strap is black with little metal studs on it.
I feel like Amadonus and this guy could get along.
No, they couldn't. This guy lumbers out and stands between the torches and says,
Well, if it will save the group, I'll do whatever.
Oh
No. I mean like they're both wearing leather.
Not me,
both
because
leather
they're
boys.
wearing like ragged clothes
yeah,
now.
this guy is wearing it in a
Did
very
that guy
different
steal
way.
his leather?
They're both
No,
leather
he's-
enthusiasts.
You can tell that he hasn't taken these clothes off in a very long time.
Oh.
You do notice one other thing about his face. There's a very tiny, minuscule, barely noticeable scar under his right eye.
Is it the shape of a tear?
No, it's just a normal shaped scar.
It's just like a scar.
He throws his hands out and says, "Hello, Birdman.
Oh, fuck!
You, your bear cub, and your leather boy are under my employ. It's me, Plassel Deer."
Oh, fuck!
What?
This guy's voice is wonderful.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that.
You like my trap? I hired a bunch of gobos, kobos, gromuloids, and other those things. And some such and what have you. Anyway, go on, get working. And then he turns around and lumbers back into his tunnel. And that's his entire, exchange to them.
I
to
look
you.
I look over to Simon and say, Who was that?
Bad news?
You want to fill us in, Simon?
Bad news. That guy is not a good person.
Actually, Plassholdier turns back around and says,
Oh, by the way, you're probably wondering about your collars. Those are thunder giant bones. Instead of blood, they have lightning. And so I had the idea of, why pay so many guards to keep track of all your slaves when you could just have these enchanted collars that don't zap them most of the time, but then have an activator glove that turns off the enchantment. See? Watch!
he holds his hand out, and you all take 3 damage as you're electrocuted from your collars.
Alright, guess I'm down to 10 health.
We did have a rest in between Seville and now, though, right?
Yes, so you were back to full health before this shit.
I say, ah! Oh, well.
I say, ah! Ouch! That's
Yeah,
smart.
that's sort of the point.
I say, well, good fellow. Sure.
I'm not good or a fellow. I'm Sin.
Sin.
I'm sure
Sin.
S-I-N.
Sin.
As in, not good.
we are in quite a haste to get on our way
No,
to...
Rurik,
I don't
I'm
give
gonna
a shit.
I'm gonna stop you there. This guy's
He
not
holds his
going
hand
to-
out, and you're zapped again for another 3 damage.
I'm gonna keep doing this until I get KO'd.
Okay.
Until I'm on the verge of death.
I say, surely we can come to some sort of agreement that doesn't result in permanent slavery.
Okay, you'll just be a slave until you die. That's not permanent.
Hey, fuckface, I don't think you understand the idea of permanence.
He zaps you.
Yep.
So,
Amnon keeps his mouth shut.
Amadonus just doesn't say anything. Plassholdier
How do you
just
spell that?
P-L-A-S
Apostrophe.
space H-O-L apostrophe D-I-E-R.
Okay.
Plassholdier this entire time he has a massive grin on his face.
Anyway, I gotta go do some paperworks. I'll see you later, Birdman. We're gonna have a torture party for your horrible offense to my perfect, beautiful face.
Then he turns around and lumbers into his weird cave.
Okay.
We've
so-
got to get the fuck out of here. I think that goes without saying, but we do not want to be here any longer than we need to be.
So, what? You obviously know this guy.
In a sense.
He, what'd you do to his face?
I fucking scratched it
Why?
because he's a horrible, horrible human, I think, being.
Well, there are
It's
a lot
honestly
horrible
sort of
human
hard
beings.
to tell.
Why did you scratch this one in particular?
Because he's a horrible, horrible, I think, human being. There's no real other need.
I think human being.
I don't need
It's
or
hard to
really
tell.
want to
Okay.
get into more details than that.
Okay, so there's a mysterious past.
Yes. And as he lumbers off, you guys are just left to go towards the sound of picks.
I look at the bars.
You look at the bars, and they are iron and very thick, and apparently very deep set into.
So we don't have any of our weapons.
I look around.
Nope, or any of your items.
What does the
We still have-
materials around the iron bars look like? Dirt or stone?
Stone, also.
Wait, so did being passed the fuck out count as like a short rest or something?
Yeah.
Alright, so
I,
can I get a spell slot back?
Yes.
Nice.
I inspect this, like what stone is it made out of?
It's
Is it sandstone or is it granite?
Yeah, like is it
igneous rock.
is it tough? Like could I smash it?
With your bare hands?
I'm a dwarf with 17 strength who can get really mad.
The tunnel is really long. You would destroy your hands before you made any significant progress.
Oh, I would like to see that.
You don't... Okay, do you want to actually try?
Well, I just want to get squeeze past the bars.
You can't. They're, It's only 1 bar per layer of bars, but they are placed at such odd angles that you wouldn't be able to get very far without getting stuck.
Can I not just are these bars not just a wall of bars, but throughout the tunnel?
Throughout the tunnel. The entire length of the tunnel.
I can Mission Impossible this.
No, you can't.
I wonder if I want to do this or not.
Do you want to try? What are you wondering you should do?
I mean, I could be selfish, or I could stick with the group. I think I'll stick with the group.
What are you considering?
I was going to
Sacrifice yourself so we could get
Gaseous form out of there.
that's the opposite of selfish.
That's selfless. What were you considering?
I was going to basically morph my body into a super thin, vaguely humanoid shape to squeeze past the bars.
Okay.
How big is the rock creature?
You don't have that on you.
Is it Gion? Can I call out?
Yeah, you can call it. Well,
Gion, it's Daddy. Come here.
you don't. There's no response, or you don't hear the pitter patter of stone feet. Wherever it is, it can't hear you.
Okay.
No, it doesn't even sound like that. Do you guys want to go into the rest of the adventure?
I guess.
Oh,
Let's go
no,
towards
wait.
the picks.
I'm trying to think of what I was thinking about.
Let's go towards the. I was trying to think about what I was thinking about.
Okay.
I was thinking
What
about
am
something.
I
So
thinking
we
about?
proceed down toward the pigs to become slaves.
Okay. You head
yes.
into.
I remembered what I was thinking about.
Hi,
Hello.
Grace. We're doing a podcast.
Thanks for commandeering the podcast.
That was my.
Well, the pizza guy came too.
Well, yeah, but we stopped
You're
the recording
related to
then.
her.
Anyway, that was my sister Grace.
Hi, Grace.
I yell, and I go, "Ah, not again!" And I punch the wall with all my might.
What do you mean? Not
Okay,
again?
roll a strength check.
I rolled a 18.
You make a sort of significant looking scrape into the wall.
Also on your knuckles.
Also on your knuckles. You're bleeding from your knuckles now.
I don't care.
But you have igneous rock in your
Igneous.
knuckles now. So
Yeah, now
you
your
can use
hand
this
is
later.
filled
Now
with
you've been
sharp
poisoned.
stones.
Now you've been poisoned by this toxic rock.
You can use that.
No.
later.
But
I'm like Wolverine.
Wolverine, if he had toxic rocks.
You're
in his
like
blood.
Wolverine if you had shrapnel stuck under the fleshy bits of your hand.
Gross. Anyway, that doesn't really do much. You would have to get a series of very high rolls to get like a foot in.
Wait, was your plan to punch a tunnel to freedom?
Maybe.
You hear echoing from the tunnel.
If you guys don't get to work, I'm gonna eat your legs.
What? Excuse me?
He's gonna eat your legs if you don't get to work.
He's not joking when he says that.
He's not.
And he's not going to eat Simon's legs because they're skinny. So
Well,
He
I
would
mean,
eat anybody's legs.
They're not skinny at the ankles, but I've got bird legs.
Okay.
I'm a bird.
bird legs, but not skinny at the ankles.
Well, yeah. I've used what
Well,
bird?
yeah.
What birds have particularly fleshy ankles?
Wait,
Okay, let's stop arguing about semantics. Please go into the rest of this campaign that I've written for you.
Yeah.
okay. So we go into the rest of the campaign that has been written for us.
Okay, so
Thick bird ankles.
Gross.
Wait, do you have thick bird ankles?
I
You
don't. I
Okay,
don't.
Jesus Christ! Well, nobody.
you
would
guys
want
are
to eat
inventing
those
a new
legs.
layer of
Yeah,
hell
I
for
just
me.
looked this up. I don't
Yeah,
see
nobody would want to eat those. So that's what I was saying.
Wait, did you look
Rourke
up
and
bird
I,
legs
who
or
have,
bird
who have
ankles?
I am-
substantial,
I am disassociating
some
right now.
sexy legs. We would be the first ones to go. So we
Bird
gotta get
ankle
on with this.
discourse.
Anyway, you enter into this massive room.
You know that he's a leg man, so we got to get out of here. You know, like when you eat chicken, but he's a bird, so he wouldn't want to eat his legs. Just go.
Fuck this.
In depth.
Gus, take a breath. You need to take a second, Gus.
Rurik is imploding at the thought of his legs getting eaten.
Rurik has folded in on himself and is now a tesseract.
Why did that elicit that response?
Gus, take a deep breath.
He's okay. He's okay.
Okay. In-depth bird leg discourse.
Okay.
Apparently,
Oh my god.
Apparently, bird leg discourse is comedy gold.
No, it's just that he's obviously a person, so we gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Well, why do you think the clothes you put us in are exposing them?
They're not. They're pants. Gus, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm crying.
Pause.
Yeah.
No,
don't
keep
pause
it
it. Don't
going.
pause it. Just we need this energy.
We need what?
We need this energy.
Ooh, deep breaths.
So you enter into this room. It is a giant spiraling room of stone. You see tracks running up this spiral that's leading deeper into this cave system, and all along it are a bunch of different races wearing the same clothing as you. But the thing is, you don't see any elves, dwarves, or humans.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm the only human.
Yes, and he's.
Am I the only birdman?
No, actually.
Aw.
But before we get to that, you can see the ore that you're mining, which is tellurium.
Tellurium.
Yeah, it's
That's like sci-fi sounding.
it's sci-fi sounding, but
It's fantasy. Actually.
it's fantasy. It's pretty much just like slightly more malleable steel
All right.
or iron, but
Do you guys have any?
it can be
tissues?
made into steel.
Here.
Gus needs
Oh,
tissues.
that's gross though. I don't want.
It's a napkin.
All right.
Okay, Gus is taking a breather.
Oh, it's for your nose?
Yeah,
That's gross.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There should be some paper towels or a tissue in there.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Or in the bathroom. You know, in the bathroom. That's where we keep tissues.
I mean,
Okay.
This is in. This is in universe.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
There's tissues
No,
in the
it's not.
stone bathroom where we all
No,
have to
it's
go.
not.
All right.
Wouldn't
No,
the
they're-
bathroom just be like a corner?
You wish.
Oh.
But with tissues.
It's just where you stand.
Just anyway. So,
Yeah. Do Birdman?
can I please move on with this story?
How do birdmen poop?
That's for you to decide, I guess. Speaking of birdmen, a birdman walks up.
Nice.
He is an Aarakocra, like Simon, but his feathers are gray and a bit
Matted.
matted and kind of shitty looking.
Yeah.
And he also is sort of hunched.
Do I recognize him?
No, not really.
Okay.
No rivals. Grab a pick and get to work. The guards don't. And he slowly looks up to the upper layer of this room, where you guys finally notice a shitload of goblins and kobolds.
didn't he say you didn't have to pay guards?
Well, not as many guards.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you still need guards. You can't have one dude. Like, how are you supposed to know when to activate the shot callers?
Oh. Okay.
Gus says from a distance.
Yes, Gus says, oh, okay.
From a distance. There's a Bette Midler song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fantasy. Story.
Fantasy Bette Midler.
Story. Action.
Yeah, okay. So,
Progress.
the goblins and kobolds, and also you see a few very mean-looking halflings, they are all holding bows, little short bows, but you also see them playing with your stuff.
Oh, wow. What a...
Is
Wait.
one of them holding my axe?
Yeah,
Does
a
one
goblin
of them
is...
have Gion?
No.
What
Are there
about
any-
either
are there
way?
any-
Okay, let me explain the thing that is happening before you guys ask what's happening. Okay?
What's happening?
Fuck off. There is a goblin that's just sort of smacking the hand axe against the ground. There...
And then it breaks.
No, it doesn't. It's a bit tougher than that. There's a kobold that's literally eating your sling, Amadonus. And...
You didn't really need it.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys have got it in for that sling.
Yeah, I really hate it. And one of them is wearing your vest, Simon, but it's way too big for him.
It's more like a dress.
Yeah. But they're all just fucking around.
So does that mean his bird nipples are exposed?
Oh no.
No,
like-
there is a shirt.
Okay.
Like a shitty tunic.
So the
I call
Aarakocra...
out to my Vorbag and my Eagle
It's
Blade.
you don't see those because they're not there.
Oh.
Um,
Is Floozy Ooze there?
No!
Oh.
I
Don't just run through your inventory asking me if it's there.
Alright. Is my explorer's pack there?
I will choke slam you.
Are my 80 Elmer points there?
Actually, if you guys have those left, you still have them because they're not real.
It's not a tangible thing.
It's not a physical object.
Whew. Okay. Are there any pickaxes laying around?
I'm getting to that. You guys keep asking so many questions, and I can't exposit as a character. So, this guy, this Aarakocra dude, shakes his head from this weird little vignette that he's been watching and says, "My name is Fenro of the Peak." And then he gets interrupted by something in-universe this time. Plasholdir walks out of the side room that leads off from this guard lair, and he's holding a rolled-up something or other.
Oh, by the way, hey, Simon!
And he whips it out and stakes two iron, stakes into the stone above this large room. What unfurls is sort of horrifying. It is a dwarven skeleton pinned to a tarp with part of its skull caved in.
Oh no.
It's hanging there by its arms. There are two more pins through the hole in the arm bones near the shoulder. I don't know what to call them.
So it's like in a science classroom how you have the
Yeah.
skeleton model, but
Yeah.
actual.
But it's a real
bones.
skeleton, and its head is slightly caved in. And then it looks up and starts screaming at you.
Oh god.
My name is Orcus Ironheart, and I was a pathetic fool. Slavery is great. I love slavery and hate Simon Skydriller. My name is Orcus Ironheart, and I was a pathetic fool. Slavery is great. And it keeps going on this.
And he hates Simon.
Simon just stares at it in horror.
Its name is Orcus?
Orcus Ironheart.
Orcus.
It's just saying this shit, pretty much nonstop. And none of the slaves even stare at it. A few do notice.
They're desensitized to it at this point.
Yeah, they just want to work.
He
They
just
want to
keeps
get.
saying the same thing over and over again.
Well, no, it's not a daily thing for them to have a screaming skeleton, but it is. Plasholdir does this shit all the time, apparently.
Okay.
A few of them do look up and give a grim chuckle, but it's more, haha, fuck that guy, than, oh, how joyous.
Right.
So yeah, Fenro just shakes his head again and gestures to a box of shitty-looking picks. Take one and get to work. You're probably going to have to work at the very bottom.
Simon doesn't move and he just keeps staring at it.
Are you okay?
I grab one of the picks and I sort of toss
You
it
grab
back.
all of the picks?
I said one of the picks.
Okay.
All of them. I grab
I
a
grab all of
handful.
the picks and run out.
How big are the picks?
Just normal size.
Two-handed?
Yes.
I weigh it in my hands. Not so different from an axe. I mutter to myself, and then I put it over my shoulder and start walking over to the rocks.
Okay, well, there's rocks everywhere. You're in a cave.
Wait, no. Wait, you said there were...
There are
goblins?
spots of ore that people are mining out as they find them. But before you can go towards any of them, you're kind of shoved out of the way by some bigger slaves. Those are their spots. Nearer to the bedroom area to the side.
I look up, you said there were goblins messing with my axes.
Well, one of them was. Because you only have one.
I have two axes.
Oh, you do?
I have my throwing axe and I have my big axe.
Oh, it's the throwing axe.
Where's my big axe?
You don't know.
They've taken
My baby!
I go over to the Aarakocra who was talking to us earlier, and I'm like, yo, who here is working on an escape? There's always somebody working on an escape. Who here is working on an escape?
Well, I don't want to talk about that when we're literally in the view of every guard. Why would you try to talk about this right now? I can literally...
Well, no, I'm not speaking at full volume. I'm under my breath.
Yeah, and there is a screaming skeleton. Okay.
I am... Oh, sorry. I was
What?
Your conversation is interrupted by hearing Rurik shout, "Hey, you with the axe! Yeah, you over there!"
Before you do anything, Plasholdir zaps you again.
I ignore the pain. I say, "Come on down here. I want to do a bit with you. I think you'll like it. It's worth your while."
No. That's all it says.
I say,
No!
"I'll let you smack me with that axe. If you come on down here."
Ooh, kinky.
Plasholdir will not allow this.
He has his own plans.
Yeah. He does.
Is he just like looking over us, or is
Yeah, this is like okay. You're in this spiral room that leads down into the darkness, and above you is another layer out from the part you're in, where all of these little like creatures are running around with bows and laughing and jeering at people. And then Place Holdir is also there.
Mm-hmm.
You also see a rolled up wooden ladder near where most of the goblins are, and a few kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Fenro, what was the conversation you were having,
We were talking
Simon?
about who was
Escape,
planning
okay.
an escape and who I could.
I am actually planning something, but it will take some time.
How much?
Some time. It depends.
What do you need?
Time. I have things in motion.
I have a plan.
Okay. Well,
I have a time spell.
listen, before he gets antsy, he looks towards Place Holdir, who was doing a little jig above the corpse of Workus Ironheart. What
are you doing?
Stop that! No! Quit it!
What was that supposed to be?
I'm trying to figure out if I could use the stones.
Why are you doing that with the dice? That's what we're
I'm
asking.
trying to make noises.
Why?
Then
what
stop.
are the noises
Sorry.
supposed to
Sorry.
represent?
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyway, so it's just grab some picks and get down to the bottom of the spiral and start digging. There's 2 more that are down there. You should have, I don't know, fun. As much fun as you can have being
So
a
we have to
slave
find
to
our
that
own
guy.
our own veins to get the ore out.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So, do you head down?
We head
Yes.
down.
But after I shout a few insults to that goblin, I say his face looks dumb, and that
That may be so, but you're the one who's enslaved.
he's a weakling, and he's really dumb.
I feel like if this was like a realistic slavery situation, Gus would be getting the shit beat.
Oh
out of
yeah,
him
he
right
would,
now.
but
That's what I'm
this
trying to
isn't
do.
a realistic slavery thing.
This is a fantasy
This is a
slavery.
thing. No, this is a slavery thing that's run by Place Holdir.
I'm trying to get them down here. That's the point.
Oh, they've been heavily trained not to go down there.
Okay.
Because
I'm trying to at least get him to throw the axe at me,
Why would he do that? He has a bow.
but I could make him mad.
He has a bow.
Who has a bow?
All of the goblins and kobolds and the
Are they the
shitty
guards?
halflings. Yes, they're the guards.
Okay.
They're in this upper layer above everybody, and they have
Okay.
bows and arrows.
So they're looking down on us.
Yes.
Literally, not
Yes.
just figuratively.
Well, if they were on-
Socioeconomic.
if they were on our level, they would be looking up at us.
Because they're all short.
I go down to the bottom of the mine and I start going ham on the ore. Like,
Okay, well, you can't see any ore. Please let me describe what happens when you get down there
You
first.
said there's 2 veins of ore.
No, I said there's 2 guys down there.
Oh.
Oh, maybe they'll turn this
Oh, it's
into
Fennel and Berta.
something.
No, it's not Berta, it's
It's
Beta.
better.
Berta. Anyway, so you guys follow this mine track.
So that's the most ridiculous thing you've heard.
She's
all
an
day.
orc! Anyway, you guys go down to the bottom of the spiral. You can, as you're going down, you have to like squeeze against the wall a few times because there's other slaves pushing up these big carts full of rock and ore. And the carts seem to be built specifically for this steep incline because there's a cup thing that catches anything that might spill over from the trip up. That's just a small design thing that I thought of as I was designing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, you eventually make
That's
it
not
down.
a point that we'll need to know later to use.
Unless we
Yeah.
become creative.
Yes.
Let's hope so.
So once you get down to the bottom,
Over
the
puny minds. Think
lowest
of that.
layer is pretty much just a little circular area that's very poorly lit. You hear
what Lotus Lair?
lowest layer of this
The
spiral.
Lois, oh, I thought you meant like Lois Lane, but Lois Lair. Like
No.
there was another character.
No. Why would I just say the character's name straight out?
I
Hey,
don't know,
look,
maybe
it's lowest
we
layer.
Meet her along the way.
The lay?
Along the way.
Okay, anyway.
All right, so
You, as you're down here, all you can hear coming from above you, the echoing sound of pick against rock, the rumble of carts, and just
okay.
now that you're down here, you see the other 2 people who are down here. There's a very large orc who waves at you cheerfully.
Berta.
No, it's a dude.
Beta
Or
again.
Beta.
Hello
Still
there.
better.
My name is Tom.
Still not better.
And this is my friend Sven. And Sven is a half-dwarf who just looks very surly. Blonde.
Half
Is-
dwarf.
Half-dwarf, yes.
What do half dwarfs look like?
What's the other half?
It's a slightly taller dwarf who doesn't have dark hair.
Other half is what, though?
White.
Beard
Well,
not
human.
as full.
Did you say white?
I just
Whoa.
I consider humans the white people of D&D.
Great.
I mean,
Which is probably not good, right?
they're black people in D&D.
Well, there are, but
And like
whenever I think of I'm going to play a human, I think so. You're playing a white guy, right?
Because it's
white
just like
people.
generic.
Yeah, it's the default, and I'm doing that with heavy air quotes, people. Anyway, so Sven just glares at you, and Tob is very cheerful. You guys ready to get lots? I'm doing a Kermit voice now.
Hello there.
Kermit the Frog here.
You guys ready to get lots of
Rainbow connection.
That's Simon's new voice now. He's
No.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here.
Hi-yo,
Okay.
Kermit the Frog here.
Stop.
I was.
Stop.
Oh my god, stop it!
So there's no ore that you can see, and Tob is just working away, and Sven is doing nothing. So make some strength checks. You guys are
oh
mining.
yeah, I go 100%. I go 100%. Oh, it reminds me when I was a kid.
Yeah!
Is
And
it?
I get a 14.
14.
I got a 14 also.
14.
And what, do I add anything to my strengths? I add 0 to a 5.
Okay.
So I sit by and get everybody water, I guess.
No, there's
There's no
nowhere
water.
to get water.
You like.
But I
kinda
can create
collect
water.
You collect
You
the
collect the
condensation off the cave wall and just
and
kinda
just smear it onto
No,
Rurik's
no, what?
face.
I can create and or destroy water
Okay.
through my magic senses.
Magic senses. What?
I don't know.
like skills.
Just
Skills.
cast.
Magic
Are you
skills.
casting create
He
water?
prays
I could,
to his god, and then
just
he
so everybody
creates
knows,
water.
since I got a 5, I'm assuming I'm not very strong.
Yeah, you get some distance and you get some like leeway into the rock, but you're not finding anything.
I'm not finding
Simon and Rurik, you guys do.
Cha-ching.
You guys.
We don't make any profits off of
You
this.
get You get much deeper into the
We're
rock.
making profits for somebody.
Not yourselves, you're slaves.
But as you guys are working, Sven is just glaring at you, and Tob eventually he reaches back like a goddamn star baseball man and slams his pick forward.
It's me, Tom
Sports
Baseball.
words. Sports words.
Sportsman. He swings forward, and at first it seems like he has destroyed the entirety of this wall before you realize that he's pierced into some kind of room. There's a rush of air past all of you
Oh
as
shit.
Oh, wow.
Aw.
Some sort of room.
as this empty room fills with the air around you.
Could be a rainbow in there.
Shut up. So
Oh boy.
That rainbow
once you
connection.
Jesus.
The dreamers of me.
Did I do something to offend God? I mean, lots, but
Yeah.
so you guys, do you want to enter this room because it is pitch black, but not in the same way that the other places that
Oh,
have been
this
pitch
seems
black?
familiar. I think I know what's in there. I say,
It's just normal darkness.
I say, hey Todd, why don't you go in there and check that out?
No, you don't, because you didn't say that in character voice.
I'll cast. Hold on. Let me. If I remember
And
the
his name is
of it.
Tob.
Yeah,
You said Todd.
B and D are similar, and Rurik's not very smart.
Also, apparently sounds like you.
No, I'm just.
I'm gonna
Joking
cast.
around.
It's dancing lights. It's a cantrip.
Okay.
I basically just like make a few colorful lights, and they happen, and they're
Do you
bright.
cast them into this room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you send these lights in, and they illuminate just a temple, it looks like. There are intricate carvings along all of the walls that are written in a language that none of you recognize, but it doesn't hurt your head. It's different from the ones from the shadow things. And in the center of this room is a pedestal with a skull on it.
Simon walks over and he like.
Well, I'd like to finish describing
Okay.
the skull.
You always make
In the center of its forehead is a large black opal.
he picked
there's
up
also-
the skull.
I'm not done.
Okay,
Always
but he picks up
pause
the
like
skull.
you're done, and then
I always pause because you guys interrupt.
Because comma.
Yes, there's such a thing as a comma.
Or a period.
Anyway, there on the other side of the
Or a
room is
semicolon.
another door that leads somewhere else that's dark. Do you pick up the skull now?
He picks up the skull and then he starts heading towards the other door.
Ah!
Says the skull. I
Says the
presume?
skull. It starts screaming in your hands.
Oh, sorry.
Are you alive?
Yes?
Take me out of here! Take me out of here right now!
Okay.
Not deeper! Not deeper! Not deeper!
What's wrong? What's going on?
Get me the fuck out of here right the hell now!
Like out of this room or
Yes!
out of this? Okay.
So there's a skeleton. There's a skull screaming at you.
And there's a skeleton screaming at us.
Well, he's a skeleton.
There's 2 skeletons screaming at
No.
us.
Skeletai.
First guy that's like, this
No.
story's great.
Well, yeah, technically, there is 2 skeletons screaming at you.
Yeah.
But that one is just a recording. Sort of.
Recording.
Yeah, it's a like illusion and I don't know,
Okay.
prestidigitation.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong prestidigitation.
It's really strong prestidigitation.
Oh, that's pretty strong.
Saven
Yeah,
like
prestidigitation.
Saven leans in and says, "The hell?
Yo, what's your name? I say to the skull.
Do you not know?
No.
Did you come into my?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. How long? Oh.
Hello, we're slaves currently. We're mining.
What?
We're.
Whatever. My name is Dorian.
This guy.
Is that supposed to hold any historical value? I'm not sure.
I would like to make...
The skull is silent for a few moments.
Can I make a knowledge history check?
Does it not?
Can I make a knowledge history check?
Yes.
I'm dumb, so I got a 12.
You've never heard of him.
Yeah.
If you guys also want to make this check,
I mean, I would, but I don't see how Simon in like fiction would know any historical.
I basically invented necromancy.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But that will give you some inkling as to what the significance of this guy might be.
Is it
Okay.
William Gibson?
No, it's Dorian.
Okay. Like Dorian Gray?
Just Dorian.
But is it a reference to Dorian Gray?
No, it's just the name Dorian. Would you like to roll to see if you know who this guy is?
All right, sure, I guess.
Yes.
Do we need to know who he is?
I got an 11. Wait, plus what would I be adding?
Is this knowledge
Knowledge history.
or wisdom?
It's on your... It would be... You have a +3.
In history, I have a -1 in history.
You
so 10.
really don't know who this guy is.
Okay, I'm rolling now. I have a 16 plus 3, that's 19.
You
Plus a 1 in intelligence.
It's just a 19.
Just
Yeah,
so
just
hard.
a 19.
Okay, so you
Constitution.
Amadonus, you actually have kind of heard of him, but only in a historical curiosity sense. Whoever this Dorian is, he was somebody who did not have a lot of records that survived to this day. But it is the only mentions you see of that name in relation to necromancy are older than most countries. And Tob kind of leans over you, and Simon. I almost called you Aarakocra.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that would be bad.
Yeah.
Hey, I walked over to you, human.
Tob is he's an orc.
No, I was referring to you,
Okay.
the person, Paul.
Okay. Tob leans over you and says, "Oh, that's weird. I mean, it's weird to see you not in chains, orc. That's also really racist."
That's really racist. I kind of want to drop you now.
Well, don't, because I'm a repository of ancient knowledge.
I kind of like put him underneath my shirt
Gross.
and like hold him under, like right in my armpit.
If I could
and feathery in here.
If I could smell, this would suck. But seriously, please don't put me in any place where I don't have the ability to see new things.
Wait, is this the skeleton talking?
This is the skeleton, yes.
And I sort of know who he is.
You vaguely know who he
Vaguely
is.
know. Is there anything in that we can use?
Well, you know that he existed and is not just making this up.
All right, I pull
Okay.
him out of my armpit.
Thank you, I guess. Why did you do that?
You were being racist, and I don't know. I do most things on impulse.
Oh, great.
So I just have a general question about the setting.
Yes?
What the hell's going on?
Yeah. So, what the hell is going on?
Do you guys actually want to ask him that?
No, I'm just gonna ask about the general setting. Like, is racism against like the different races like something that is common or not?
It's sort
Or
of
are we
common.
imposing our own
Listen, just-
human-centric sensibilities on this universe?
Okay, please let me speak. It's pretty common, but not as common as this race is for slavery.
Yeah.
Like, this is some old world shit. Whatever this guy's talking about.
No, I'm just like in general.
Oh, in general, yes, racism does exist.
Like in all right.
Okay.
All right.
Any more questions?
It's just the way
I'll
that
ask-
characters react seems to make it like it's like so out of
Yeah,
place.
I'll ask.
Well, for most of them, yeah.
I'll ask Dorian. Yeah. So, what the hell is this, and what the hell is going on?
Listen, I've been in here for... He is silent for a moment.
Carry the two.
20,000 years.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
It's longer than I've been alive.
Did you know that I could not be awake during any of that? I had to stare at the fucking wall for 20,000 years.
Yeah. So we must be like a fucking parade.
I would be kissing you if I had lips or a body.
I wouldn't be into that.
I would not let you not be into it. Listen, I am the first necromancer and the most powerful necromancer.
Okay.
I'm basically Death's best friend and worst enemy.
I squint my eyes. I say, "Do you need a body?"
That would be lovely.
Why did you say it like that?
Are you offering me
body?
your body?
I scan the crowd of slaves.
There's not a
Wow.
crowd, there's 2 people. Including, and then there's you 3.
Us 3.
Wait, so how would... Okay, first of all, how would bodyification work for you?
I'd need a spine that I would be put onto,
I think
and then
I-
I would control the body.
I think I know where to find one.
If it's weak, listen, I'm not the weakest being.
Gus is like furiously gesturing towards me.
If you
I
put
know
me
what-
on anything less than like the most powerful body, it's gonna disintegrate.
Oh, alright, never mind then.
I'm a demi-lich.
A what?
Demi-lich. It's like a lich, which is a necromancer that becomes undead. Yes, it's very confusing for the stupid, but I'm a demi-lich, which means I've taken it a step further, but whoever made me this fucked it up because I don't have any ability to move.
Yeah,
But
okay.
you still have magic. You still have magic, right?
Technically, it's magical that I'm even alive.
But you can do the spells and the fancy lights and stuff.
If I could do spells, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Say, I go, well, this guy's obviously worthless. Put him back.
I don't know. I kind of want to carry him with us.
I could teach you more about magic than literally anything else.
That sounds very appealing to me because
And
I'm not
could
a
be the
very
reason why we're down here.
I'm not a very competent magic user.
I mean, if you're slaves, the reason you're down here is to be useful for somebody who's better than you.
I was saying
Wow,
that
that's
could be meta reason.
really racist.
Wait, how's that?
I don't want to put you
Who
back
is it?
now.
Who is it
It's not
racist,
racist, it's
towards?
just-
Well,
Tell me who it's racist towards.
To the
Everyone-
slave
What
races.
race?
everyone you just like you said that
All the
everyone
slave
down
races.
here is inherently less valuable as a life form than the people we're working for.
How is that racist?
I mean, if you were enslaved, then you're somebody
It's
who
not
could
necessarily
get
racist
enslaved.
so much as it is, just evil?
Listen, I ruled over an empire for hundreds of years. I know how slavery works.
Wow, kind
And
of
this
wanted
guy
to
is
put you back
obviously doing it
now.
wrong.
I can also
This
teach
guy's
you.
obviously doing it wrong.
I can also teach you things that you will never find in any other source of information, especially if it's been as long as I think it has. been.
Okay, I'll let you stick around with us as long as you promise to tone down the douchebaggery.
What is that?
The douchebaggery?
What is a douchebag?
You're a douchebag. You're being a douchebag.
Do you people call skeletons that now?
It's an insult.
Is that a hip and new slang term?
I don't have a hip.
Is that
I'm
what-
a head.
Is that is that what the kids are saying these days?
Okay. As you guys have this conversation with a skeleton, Tob sort of leans over into the next area and says, "Oh, hey, oh, hey guys, I think there's a... And before he can say any more shit that will slowly slip into Kermit, his head is cut off.
Aww.
And you see...
and a body, an available body.
Well, actually, no, it's not his entire head, it's just the top half of his head.
Oh, so
I mean, it would look a little awkward.
It would look
spine
very
part is
awkward.
still useful.
Also, his body isn't strong enough. And as his body slumps to the ground, you see, stepping around the corner, a skeleton. This skeleton is holding a long obsidian scimitar that literally is... It doesn't look like it has any other components than this jagged black stone. And on the center of this obsidian sword is another black opal. And the skeleton holds the sword up and points it at all of you as it drips with Tobb's blood, and you need to roll for initiative.
Alright. While we're doing that, I, ask, I've forgotten his name.
Dorian!
Yeah, I asked Dorian if he knows this guy. Yo, you know this guy? Says he in his character voice.
Well, it's not a guy, it's a skeleton.
Wow.
Does it not have a head?
Well, no, it does have a head.
Oh, I was gonna throw the skull at it.
I got a
No,
six-
that's too weak.
got a 16.
I thought it was his body that had
No, it's not. It
come
has...
to retrieve the
Okay,
head.
what are we rolling for?
I got a 16.
It rolled
Initiative.
20.
Oh, wow. I got a 16.
What are we
Okay.
rolling for?
Initiative.
Yeah,
Initiative.
I got a 16.
Oh, I got a 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Do I add anything to that?
A 1
No.
and a 6.
Good.
A 16. 6 plus 10 equals 16.
Have you rolled, Gus?
I got an 18.
Okay, wow.
8 times 2 is 16.
What?
8 times 2 is 16.
Okay. First up is the skeleton. It rushes forward and slashes at you, Rurik.
Alright. I mean,
It rolled a 5.
to hit,
Yeah.
it does not hit me.
Yeah, so it swings and it seems to be sort of creaky. Hasn't done anything in 20,000
Its
years.
bones need oiling.
It needs that good old bone oil.
Bone juice.
Lather it in my patented bone juice.
Okay, stop.
Calcium paste.
That is going to devolve fast.
Yeah. So it swings at you, Rurik, but you sidestep it pretty easily.
Or I could just take the hit.
Or you could...
Would you want to?
No, I mean flavor-wise, I just take it and it doesn't hurt me, because I'm tough.
You just saw this cut a person's head off.
It wouldn't just graze you.
If you
it would
just stood
sink
like...
into your
If you
flesh.
just stood like Superman, you would not have a neck anymore.
Okay, I was just saying because my armor class is based off my constitution and not my dexterity.
Why did you say it like that?
Because it was funny.
Oh, my armor class is based off.
Anyway. So now it is Amadonus' turn.
Okay,
You don't have any items on you.
I don't have any items
He
on
has
me.
a pickaxe.
Well, you do have a pickaxe, but...
And my general brawn.
Yeah, but a pickaxe is going to have disadvantage on hit. Because the skeleton is a skeleton and there's not a lot of flesh.
Okay, so what am I doing?
Any flesh. You're
The
going to
skeleton's
roll...
a skeleton?
Yes. You're going to roll an attack roll.
18.
Okay, that's going to hit. Now, how do you do unarmed damage?
Unarmed, he has a pickaxe.
Yes, but it's going to be a disadvantage to hit.
Okay.
Do you want to use the pickaxe?
No, to use my fists.
Okay. So then you hit.
Unarmed damage is 1 plus strength bonus.
Okay, what is your strength
Unless you're
bonus, Amadonus?
proficient in
What's
it.
my strength?
In unarmed?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
you're only if you're a monk does it not do 1.
My strength is 11 with a
Well,
0.
also
bonus.
Aarakocra.
Okay, then you do 1 damage, I guess.
Aarakocra also don't do.
What do you
one
hit?
damage.
How do you, attack it?
I swing at the neck.
Okay, you take a swing at the neck, and you do jangle a few vertebrae.
Oh,
Ah.
jangle his verts.
Nice, that blow really jangled his verts.
And is that the skeleton talking?
Yes,
With
this
the
is me,
opal?
Dorian.
Dorian is the opal-headed, or the opal in his forehead,
Yes.
and the opal is what shape?
It's a smooth opal.
Alright, so it doesn't really mean anything.
Oval.
I mean-
What color is the opal?
It's black opal.
Black opal.
Black
so
opal-
is the Blackheart Kings.
Opal.
He works for the Blackheart King. I must kill
It's
him.
20,000 years before the Blackheart King.
How do we know how old the Blackheart King is?
Or how
Because I'm
relevant
going-
time is.
How hard is the opal?
Maybe time acts
Jesus
differently
Christ.
down here.
No, it doesn't.
We're-
It really, believe me, it does not.
There are mind games going on.
Oh God!
Oh, that is too deep of a reference
Oh
for any being to
no!
understand.
Mind
Oh, is that a
games.
reference to something?
We don't. Let's
There
not
was this
explain
really
it.
shitty horror.
Oh my
movie
God,
called
please
Mind
let me do this
Games.
fight.
Look it up. It's awful.
Rurik, it's your turn.
I sort of toss my pickaxe around. I say, pick's not so different from an axe. And then I swing it
you
out.
were-
Save for the second time.
You repeat that cool quip. Now roll with disadvantage
By disadvantage.
because it's a skeleton and it's hard to hit with a pickaxe.
Wouldn't that just give it resistance?
No, it's hard to hit.
Okay.
It's like if you hit it, you're still gonna hurt it, but
It's also a reckless attack, so I get advantage. So I just roll 1 die.
just yeah, sure.
All right. +5. Here we go. I got a 14.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And D12 is this one.
Wait, why are you assuming it's a D12?
Because yeah, that's not my great axe. Okay, what do you say it is?
It's a D8. Gus just gave me a thumbs up.
That is
Jesus, are you okay? Okay, Gus, you do damage.
that is
Oh my god, did you see that look on his face? Like that cough surprised you so much. Like you didn't see it coming
I
at all.
didn't. I
You
didn't.
Alright.
And I was like, what?
That was
Priceless.
so abrupt.
That was
Oh
a
my
sneak
God.
attack.
That does 11 damage.
Okay,
Oh
so
my.
where do you attack it?
I'm swinging at the skull.
Okay, you smash through the skull, and it, like, the top part of it scatters across the room, but the skeleton's still moving.
Whammy.
Wait, where is the
Whammy.
Yeah.
The jewel is on the sword.
jewel? All right.
And now it's Simon's turn.
All right. I hold Dorian up into the sky, into the air,
What are you doing?
and I say,
What are you doing?
to fuck this shit up or to not fuck this shit up. Let's
Please do
fucking-
not fuck me!
Let's,
Throw the skull on this.
let's fucking do this.
If you
shit.
throw me, I'm going to teach you magic wrong on purpose.
No, I hold Dorian in my beak, and then I leap across the room, and I fuck him up with my talons.
Ray.
Which-
Yeah, put the skull on the body. It'll destroy the body
Hold
because it's not
on.
strong enough.
Hold on.
Please, it's so cool.
Okay, just...
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, now, you're gonna have to roll an attack to do this.
Okay.
Roll 20.
Okie doke. That's a 13 plus what do I add?
Dex or strength? Dex or strength?
Plus.
I would say this is dexterity.
All right, plus 0, so 13.
That actually does do it.
Nice.
But as you place... listen. As you place Dorian on top of it, you can't.
What?
It's like trying to push a magnet against another magnet that has the same charge.
Aww.
So it ends up at the other end of him.
No.
Alright.
You
It's
just
just
push
sort of
each
like
other away.
it's sort of like as he tries to put it down, it like angles off, and then he tries it again and angles away again. And
So
it's,
now he has like a head on his shoulder.
no.
Okay, sorry.
Like I'm assuming Simon is just holding Dorian with both hands and like it's just all over the place.
I gotta tackle the skeleton and hold it still.
Hey, dumbass! I have this gem on my forehead. Where is that on the skeleton?
It's on the sword.
Yes, very good. Now,
Make the gems
I
hit each
wonder,
other.
what would happen if you break the important black opal soul
See,
gem?
that's what I was thinking I was going to do.
Let's test it on this weird talking skull.
If you break me, I'm 100% sure that if you break me, I'll explode. By the way, just so all of you know, Sven hasn't been here.
Who?
Sven, the
Sven,
other
that
guy.
half dwarf from before.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Also, my throat is like.
Yeah, I was planning on trying to tear the gem out of the sword.
Some water.
Yeah, if you could give me some water, that'd be nice.
Ice.
Yeah. So, jeez, this is really bad.
Okay. All right, brief
Um,
water intermission.
Yeah, so when you edit this later, take this part out. Oh God, I sound like an old man.
Help! I'm dying. You know what? I think it was because you killed Mr. Kermit Voice. I forgot his name.
Tom.
Tom.
Frog
Hey, Kermit the Frog here.
It's me, Tom.
It's me, Tom.
I'm melting.
You caught you caught my surprise cough.
I see trees
Yeah.
of green.
And dirty, the skin and scimitars of black. Oh God, my
fuck, I'm
head.
dead.
Now I'm a
Shit.
corpse.
When did Kermit the Frog become Louis Armstrong?
You obviously haven't seen Crisis on Louis Armstrong.
I haven't.
Crisis on Infinite Muppets.
Crisis on Infinite Armstrongs.
That rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and
That actually kind of hurt my throat.
It didn't hurt mine. I have vocal cords of steel.
Actually, you have them with flesh.
It's true. You ever looked at a vocal cord?
It's bugged.
Well, it's so weird.
It's bugged.
It's so uncomfortable to look at. All right, are we ready to
I
continue?
looked up the homebrew of half dwarves with the description.
Okay.
It's really funny.
Jesus.
Was-
Sure, I'll take a gander.
None of this is being recorded.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
House lords, the result of drunkenness and prostitution. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's fucked, huh?
I might leave it in just for that.
No, I thought we were cutting all this out.
I mean, I might cut part of it out, but that's staying in because that's fucked.
What did I miss?
Not much,
All right.
honestly.
We were just.
Have we been recording this entire time?
Mhm.
Wonderful. All
We gotta
right.
cut all this out.
No, we're leaving all of this in. Oh my god. It's gold.
We're at 1 hour 51 minutes.
Amazing.
Do you think we could possibly start, like, after this fight, wrap it up? Because I want to go home and do some stuff before I go to bed. I'm hoping to go to bed, like, at 9. I mean,
I guess.
alright. I'm really tired. All that laughter took it out of me.
It's only 7:21.
Mm-hmm.
You know what time you need to go?
I mean, I just want to get to
Like
bed
by
at 9 and do some stuff before then.
By
so,
like 8?
Yeah.
Is that cool? 7:30? 7:45?
7:45.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I guess I can shoot for that.
Let's do that.
All right. Are we ready?
So who just?
to
Simon
continue?
just had his turn.
Yeah.
So let me get some more water.
So the skeleton got hit by the skull?
No. Simon tried to put the skull on it to destroy it at at Rurik's request, but didn't work. So now the skeleton's going to attack, and it rolls a 16.
That hits.
Okay. Now let me just check its damage. It does 3 damage.
All right. That's not too bad. I'm at 4 health now.
Yeah. It swings the sword and sort of glances your arm. And
Ouchie.
it hurts. So, now, it's Amadonus' turn.
Wait, is it attacking us now?
It's been attacking
You've
us.
been fighting it.
I know, but do I
You
go on the
roll-
offensive or is that thing on the
It's
offensive?
your turn.
Okay, the last time it attacked Simon first, so
Yeah.
I didn't understand. 16.
Wimby bimby.
What are you... Okay, you're just doing an unarmed or pickaxe attack?
Sure, I'm going to do a pickaxe attack.
Okay, roll again.
It was neck. 2. Didn't land.
Yeah, no, you start to take a swing and almost let go of the pickaxe. You're also like a few feet off the mark. It looks bad. Rurik, you're up.
I take another reckless swing at this
Okay, roll once.
Skella boy.
Oh.
What is this?
Oh.
A 7 plus 5 is...
Oh.
What's
Oh.
up?
It's just
12.
say the... Okay. That's
Oh.
barely it. So, roll your damage.
Oh.
Oh.
A 4.
Okay. Where are you hitting it?
I aim for this sword
Okay.
Okay.
and I crack the gem.
Where you aim at the gem. So you hit the gem, and it cracks slightly.
I should just grab the sword. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Well, if
What am I thinking?
if you want to try that next time.
I could have gotten a crazy sword, but now I broke it. Ah.
Okay, now it's Simon's turn.
All right. Simon is going to try to tear the gem from the sword using his bird arms.
Okay.
So would I roll for strength or?
Yes.
Alrighty then. That is a nat 20.
Okay, wow. I'm not even going to make you roll damage.
Bam. Well, yeah, because I'm just tearing the gem out of the sword.
Well, yeah, but I had a health bar for the sword.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of like throw Dorian in the air, grab the sword, and just
Hell
yank.
yes.
You just yank the gem out, and the skeleton, the form that was left, just sort of falls apart.
Well, no, like, I throw him into the air, I flex, and then I do it.
Okay, you do a video game grab animation, and then both the sword and the skeleton just fall apart. The sword is now a bunch of chunks of obsidian.
And then I catch Dorian.
And you catch Dorian, and the black opal crumbles to dust.
And I, like, just take a second to be like, God damn, that was cool.
I hit the ceiling on the way up. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. But that was cool, though.
Yeah, so now it's done. You're done. You killed it.
We did it.
Yay, teamwork.
Yay.
So,
We're in a hole.
yeah.
We're still in a hole with the skeleton. Wait, the skeleton's dead. The
Dorian.
opal's dead. Dorian, the talking skeleton head.
Yeah.
A skull.
Skull.
What's your name?
Me,
Furry one?
me Mr. Birdman? I have
Yes.
feathers. Feathers are not fur.
In my day, they were all fur.
That's weird.
Just. Do you know how to do magic?
Yes. Kind of. Ish. A little bit. Yeah. Sure.
Touch my gem to your forehead.
Oh, okay. I can dig it.
Do you do that?
I do that.
Okay, so
You're
you.
possessed.
I'm dead.
Well, listen. You touch his gem to your forehead, and you pass out.
Okay. Nice.
Everybody, you
And
guys.
the rest of us are like,
Simon.
uh-oh.
Okay, Rurik and Amadonus, you see Simon's body jolt a little, and then turn to you guys, wave sort of oddly as if he hasn't learned how to use his body yet, and then
Nani?
flopping his arm out, he seemingly tears a hole in space,
Nice to know that my body's powerful enough.
and then hardcore pitches the skull into it.
Okay.
And then you wake up again, and Dorian, from this tear in reality, says, I searched your memories for a bit, and this is your bag. So you'll find me in here when you get to your stuff. Just go deeper into the temple for some shit that you can use. And then the tear closes, and he
So
has
he's
abandoned
in the
you.
vor bag now.
He's in the bag, and he's abandoned you.
Okay, he can be part of the family.
Okay,
So
so
we're still in the hole and still have to get out.
Okay.
then
I think we should go into that room that other skeleton was in.
before you do that, you're all overcome with electricity.
Oh no!
Do I pass out?
Oh,
Well,
was
roll
Sven
Constitution
being a
saves.
dirty snitch.
Roll Constitution
Where's
saves.
my d20? There it is.
Ooh, that's a 21.
Ba-ba-ba-da.
All right.
That's a plus Constitution.
Actually, no, that's a 23.
Okay.
It's a 19.
I
Okay.
have 11 plus 1, 12.
Did you roll?
I did.
Okay. So, Amadonus, you pass out first.
Zonk.
Just hardcore electricity.
Zoinks.
But Simon and Rurik, you like stay awake long enough that you can see Plasholdir standing silhouetted in the doorway, holding the glove out. And standing behind him is Sven, who looks sort of nervous.
If only the skeleton guy had to trade bodies and not heads,
Yeah,
Plasholdir would make the perfect candidate.
maybe.
Because he has the
You
perfect face.
you don't know. Well, why would having a face be good for swapping heads? Or, no, never mind. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Sorry. But Plasholdir giggles a bit at you and says,
Thought you could get away in your creepy sex dungeon, huh? You're not gonna fuck any skeletons on Pusshole Deer's watch.
It's not like that, you sick.
You
Do
are
I take another 3 damage?
No.
To the Emperor.
Well, it's pretty much invisible force lightning. You guys both eventually succumb to his attack.
I swing my axe.
You
pickaxe at him.
don't. You don't because your muscles are locking up from the amount of voltage running through your body.
I become enraged.
No, you don't.
No
you pass
amount of
out.
rage will stop your
cannot-
muscles from...
You can't control if I'm angry or not.
Okay, I can't do that, but I can say that there's no amount of anger that will stop your muscles from locking up from this.
That's where you're wrong.
No.
If I'm angry enough, I won't get muscle
Okay,
contractions.
you know what? You do start to push your way through it, but then Posthole Deer grabs you by the head and WWE power slams you into the ground.
That guy's that strong?
He's fucking strong.
I didn't think so.
I imagine him like
Actually,
a short,
so agile.
as like a short, weird roadhog.
He's 5'2", but weighs about 400 pounds.
And magically dexterous.
He is dense.
Okay.
He's thick.
He's thick with 3 C's. Anyway, so you guys pass out.
We're passed out.
Now,
Does it mean we get our resting points back?
well, you
I
do
wouldn't
recover
say
some
we're
health, yes.
resting.
But,
I wouldn't say that's a rest.
yeah. Well, actually,
I'm taking it.
Amadonus, Rurik, you do wake up in the quarters for the slaves, laying on 2 matted
Nice.
sacks of you. Simon, you don't get to roll that yet.
Oh no.
There's
I
something
rolled
special
two-
I have for you.
I rolled 2 6s though. I rolled perfectly. I did so
Anyway,
good.
listen. Rurik, Amadonus, you guys wake up on matted mats of hay, and a few slaves are like gathered around you. It's much later than when you woke up. You guess. There's no way to tell time. Were you guys okay? Like, I guess I don't know what this person should be. A gnome. A gnome asks that.
Okay.
Were you guys okay?
Well, no. We have no idea. So we just woke up.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
And
I'm not in the room, am I?
you're not in the room
All right.
because you wake up. Where's Simon? I'm
He's getting
about
to
to explain.
Okay.
You wake up strapped to a vertical table.
that. Oh no.
Your arms and legs are bound to the corners of this table.
Yep.
And in the center of this
Is it
room,
one of those stretchy things?
sort of, but it's not stretching yet.
Oh no, not yet.
And in the center of this room is a circle of light, which Plasholdir walks into with an entire family of halflings in chains behind him.
It's like a grim circus.
Holding in one hand, he's holding a long iron brand,
Oh,
which
no.
he then sticks in a furnace to the side that's barely light, like adding more light to this.
So he's gonna rebrand?
Well, actually, he does start talking to you.
Now, Simon, I remember the thing you did to me, your horrible crime.
And he points to his tiny, tiny, tiny scar.
Now I'm gonna give you a choice. Either you let me rebrand you, or I beat this family to death.
And it is a mother, a father, and 2 young sons.
Well, that's not really much of a fucking choice now, is it?
You know the
Nope.
obvious answer.
Go with the family. Go with
No
the family.
branding. Go with the family.
Sorry, buddy, you're not gonna get me a second time.
Do you say that?
No.
Yes.
I mean, fucking okay.
Okay to which option, bud?
Okay, fucking hit me with your fucking hot iron.
I mean, I could do that too, but I'm asking, do you want me to brand you or beat
You
this
know
family
what
to death?
I mean, you sick asshole.
I want to hear you say it.
Fucking, I don't know, I guess brand me.
Chuck, come on. I'm trying to... Whatever. So, do you say yes?
I say those exact words that I just said previously a second ago.
Plasholdir takes the iron from the furnace, slowly, languidly taking his goddamn time with it, walks over, places one powerful hand on your shoulder,
Oh no.
reaches back with the brand, which is, in fact, his own smiling face, and then presses it over the old the old scar tissue area,
All right.
and you need to make a Constitution saving throw to keep from passing out.
Okie doke. Let's see a nat 20. That's a plus a Constitution of... Where is my Constitution? Plus 2. That's a 5.
You pass out pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, I mean, I was
instantly.
already beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
So...
But a bit later, you wake back up, and he apparently has not moved since you passed out. He has waited the entire time. And you can see that the iron is no longer hot in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And he smiles at you and says,
Good boy.
Then he turns around and walks towards the family. And you watch as he reaches back with the iron
Oh, no.
and brains the father.
Oh, no.
So you should have obviously chosen the family.
He would have branded him anyway.
Yeah.
And he would have killed the family anyway, too.
He smacks the father
I hawk a
across the
loogie
head.
and I spit in his eye.
Well, he's turned away from you.
Okay, well, I spit on
That's
him anyway.
magical.
Do you have
You
You spit on him anyway, and you see him shudder in pleasure.
Oh, no.
He now moves on to the mother, who's trying to scream through her gag, but that's quickly
Can I
silenced.
roll like a strength save to see if I can break from my bonds?
You can try.
Okie doke. That's plus 2. It's 11.
Oh,
You don't.
Right,
you
right.
struggle and struggle, but you can't do anything.
Use the force, Simon.
Don't have. Wait,
Use the force.
I mean, you do have spells you
wait,
can try.
actually, how much?
I'm going to. This is in universe, by the way, because Simon is like thinking what he could possibly attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Placeholdier smashes the cooled iron into the mother's body a few more times, and then moves on to the two sons who are trying to cower. He smashes into the older one's leg before pinning his head with one large boot as he smashes into the other one's chest. There are sickening crunches from both as you hear bone shatter. They're dead. They're all
I'm
dead.
just not even able to do anything now?
Well, you took too long thinking of a spell to use.
Wait, so I could have just interrupted you at any point?
You could have, yes.
I had already found a spell!
you always get mad
You
when
didn't
we
say-
interrupt
You get mad when I interrupt you.
Yes, but I was saying this is in universe, as in if you do something now, you could try to stop
Okay,
him.
well, you didn't explain it clearly enough. Can we rewind because I found a spell while he was beating the mother to death?
Okay.
I cast Fog Cloud. You
What
create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration, which is up to an hour, or until I finish concentrating, or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles an hour, disperses it. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, run!
You do know that they're all chained to the dead father.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Okay, but is the dead father chained to anyone?
No, but there is an entire dead person who is...
Yeah. But, like, you know, I feel like he would have been smashed to mush by now.
No, Placeholdier specifically only did one headshot.
Okay.
So...
Then maybe not that.
So what I described before happens, but now it's foggy. Please,
Okay.
can we please just say that Simon panicked and
Yeah.
tried to do that?
Alright, sure.
So instead of just the way I described it before, the mother is like tugging on the chains to try and get away. Doesn't work.
Okay.
And then
Hold
the
on.
sons and... Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
They're dead. They're dead.
But, oh no.
And Placeholdier wades through the fog you've created. So he's sort of lost. He's waving his arms out in front of him, even though you can clearly see him.
Okay.
And then he finally reaches you and leans down and whispers,
The father was named Martin Sylvan, the mother was Yana Sylvan, and the boys were Workus and Simon Sylvan.
Oh no.
See what I did?
Oh no. Oh no. I spit in his eyes.
he does not even
Can
blink.
birds spit?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't blink.
Wait, why
It's
did you
gross.
tell them their names?
How did you spit?
Because he wanted to illustrate the fact that these were real people that he just murdered, and also because
That he named them the
after
children.
he made them name the children after people who are, well, Simon and another person.
Yeah, Simon and Workus, who is the skeleton.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
And then he turns around and leaves. And this is the end of this session, so just... He turns around and leaves, still chuckling to himself. And it takes a while, but eventually a goblin sort of wanders into the room and starts dragging these bodies away. But all of his movements are sluggish. He looks extremely high.
The goblin?
Yes.
Okay.
And then another goblin walks in, and you can smell that this dude has been hitting the fantasy opium.
Oh no.
All of these, it's apparently at the point in the day where the guards all get high because they're high as fuck.
Because how else can you work with
That
glass
sounds
opium?
like the makings
Yeah.
for an escape plan.
Well, let me finish describing it. He approaches your straps and sort of slowly turns the table down a bit and starts undoing your right hand. But it's pretty obvious that this guy is barely conscious.
Mm-hmm.
And then your hand is free,
Nice.
and he starts walking slowly around to your other side.
Okay.
What do you do?
So one of my hands is free.
Yes.
So there's two guards.
Only one. The other one has dragged the corpses away.
Okay. I'm gonna slash his throat with my bird talons.
Whoa.
Okay, roll an attack.
And because I'm an Aarakocra, I am proficient in bird talons. So that's 1d4 plus 2. So would I roll
What?
AC? Would I roll against AC?
Just roll.
Okie doke.
This guy is not like...
That's an 11.
Okay, well,
Does that hit?
yeah, roll
Okay,
damage.
Nice. Let's get a nice d4. That's 4 plus 2, 6.
You slice his throat wide open.
Nice.
And he makes like a muted gurgling noise and just slumps over and dies.
Wait, so do the restraints need keys, or are they
No,
just
they were
buttons?
just straps.
Okay, yeah, I undo the straps
So,
and I release
okay,
myself.
Simon, you've just slit a guard's throat with your bare hands.
And I start looting him to get
Well, there's
any-
no keys or anything. He just has a small fantasy opium pipe, which is a normal opium pipe,
But
the part where the smoke comes out has a really shitty carving of a dragon head.
Wait,
Okay.
so they didn't even equip this guy with a knife?
No, he was literally being sent in to
from the break room.
With
from the
them
opium
guards?
room.
Okay, well, I guess I'll take
All right.
shreds of his clothes and fashion a sling out of them.
Okay, you start trying to make a sling, and as that happens, we're going to end this with Simon has just escaped. He's getting ready to die hard his way through this stuff
Yep.
with a sling.
Yeah.
I have a sling, motherfuckers. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Ho, 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 I have an SMG.
Yeah.
I forget how that movie goes. Simon
Die
is
hard
escaping. Rurik and Amadonus, you are left in the quarters, which is just a very large room with lots of shitty beds and a table for eating, and you see Sven waltz in like he's the cream of the fucking crop, proud that he's turned you guys in.
Alright.
Beat him to death.
Is that like the end of the...
Yeah, that's the end.
Let's get
Alright.
prison riots up in here.
So,
Beat him to death.
that's the image I'd like to leave you on.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
The guy who turned you in has just walked into the quarters, and Simon, you just killed somebody.
I did do that. Can I eat him for sustenance? And gain some health points?
If you're half hawk, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I gain some health points from that?
All right,
Throw
you
up
have
his
decided
chicken
to
legs.
start.
Just, it's the end of the episode.
I'm going-
You eat the guy.
Okay, nice. Would that be 1d6 or 2d6?
Fuck off.
See you later, everybody.
That's a 6.
This ended on a dark note.
Yeah.
So I'm at 10 health points.
Okay, are we done? Are we saying
Yes.
goodbye?
Yes.
Okay.
Very
Bye.
nutritious card.
You're gonna need to cut a lot
Simon
of
gives
that out.
no shit.